Oh no, that is what they all say when they see me pouring some more. Oh, think it's empty again. Better fill it up before I go. Cause I'm loving it, feeling it, touch me and being it. See what I see in it, I'm typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, flow with it, let it all go. Oh Lord, think you know what I'm like, but you don't fall, you lose control. Bittersweet melody when I dance on your fly. Cause I know what you don't, it is me you adore. How does it feel to breathe when you're dead? They never seen you out of your bed. Cut to the bone, it's broken, I bet. How sad. Oh boy, got so hot I forgot what I should have thought of before. Sure ain't easy for you to let off the rules, cause that's so much fun. Are you loving the feeling it? Touch me, are you in it? Don't see what you're seeing, but typical. Messing around with it, mix it up, go with it, flow with it, please let it go.
Hello, everybody. Yeah. I know the sun is still up. I know it's very early. It's a weird early night. But, yeah, listen. I was like, hey, I'm going to end stream last night, right? Because I was like, I got to go get, like, some video work done. I have to, like, do this other work. And then I didn't do it. I didn't do a single bit of it. So tonight, I was like, I should probably, like, stream, like, early. That way I can end early and I can actually have time to work on my video stuff. So that is the plan. That's why you're seeing me a little bit earlier. But Yeah, okay, it's so early. The sun's up. Oh, no, late night gang. This is early night. Yeah, I know. This is by design. Listen, you gotta spice up life a little bit. It's important to do that. All right? It's a great time for me to actually catch a stream. See, Max gets it. Max understands. This isn't for you, chat. This is for Max. Okay? Oh, do you want to disappoint Max, chat? Is that what's happening? Huh? You want to disappoint Matt? You want to gatekeep these streams from the early night go-to-bedders? Is that what's happening? I didn't raise you to do this. I raised you to be better than that, you know? Brian, I want to start streaming earlier. All of us when he starts streaming earlier. Yeah. What? Huh? This is the Max stream. This is the HBO Max stream. Max Originals. Not the Chris Mel, No, Chris Mel, is one of my favorite. I personally would love to see my emotes used the most in the stream, obviously. But I think a close second should be Chris Melberger emotes, because he has so many good dynamic emotes. His animated emotes, maybe some of the best in the game. That's all I got to say. I also added, there's another one. Yeah, Ashley Robato's a good one as well. Blogger says, well, Brie, hello, hi. Go to bed at 9 on weeknights. Well, lucky for you, I'll probably be going offline shortly after, like, 9, just because I have a shit ton of work that I got to get done. And like I said, I was going to do it yesterday night, and then I just went to bed instead. So, early night, gang. Yeah, very early for me. But also, like, maybe you guys will see that this might work out better in all of our favors. Maybe I'll start going live around this time more often. Hey, happy weekend, though. All right, enough talking about the time, okay? Happy weekend. Y'all made it. I'm proud of you. It's good to have you here. Thank you so much for joining me here tonight. Thank you. Evening stream, gang. Yeah, it is the evening stream. It's the late evening. It's the early night, but it's the late evening. So we got our late, branding, which is so important to sell my t-shirts. Chris Mel Hun, Chris Mel Slayer, two of my favorite emotes of all time. They're fantastic. I did want to, speaking of emotes, I also added another BTTV emote. Noted. It's the word noted in all caps. It's adorable. It's one of my favorite emotes. But, like, if I'm handing out some advice, or if you're learning something here, feel free to slap the chat with the noted emote. It's one of my favorites. It's so cute. It's adorable. Look at that little anime girl. If you have BTTV. You can see the little cute anime girl jotting it down in the notepad, chat being edutained. Exactly. It's so cute. Yeah, I mean, and then, obviously, again, any Ashley Robato emotes are always welcome here. God, Ashley is, like, such a freaking angel in my life. It's just early such mid-evening where I am. That's actually true. West Coasters, you're probably like, what the shit? This is like the afternoon for you. Oh, God. I think my all-time favorite emote has to be D-Tune Wiz. Yeah, I guess. I mean, that's like a C rank in the tier list rank of emotes. You know, it would be better if it was my face. Okay, Greg's dead emote. Just the fact that his headphones slip off of his bald head. Perfect. Legitimately perfect. I don't think he could like replicate that. Where he was able to, like, jerk his head back. That sounded so weird on the internet. But, like, lift his head backwards like that, let the headphones stay in place, and then, like, when his head flopped forward, like, have the headphones, like, fall off his head. That's fucking perfect. That's one of the best emotes of animated emote. I love that. I love that, like, the fates came together and were like, we're gonna create let you create this animated emote in such a perfect way. So good. You get top spot if Long Papa was an emote, you know? You can literally make any of the emotes into Long Papa, though. You can make any of the emotes into Long Papa. You just gotta spend a little bit of your Gerb coin, do, what is it? Modify a single emote, and then there's like a wide squished version. So you could do that. I don't want to make Long Papa. I'm lazy. Listen, is this not what you leftists want, you freaking white progressives? The workers have the means of production in this chat, okay? The workers have the means of production in this chat. Are you against Socialism, chat, is that what you're saying? Do you like corporate America? Do you like capitalism? You want the person in power, me, my brand name all over this channel? You want me to have that power? You know? Is that what you want? You don't want the means of production to be seized by the workers? You? Where you get to create it and go, ooh, look at what I made. I made this. You know, like, would that not be what we're all seeking? We got to just pull ourselves up by our bootstraps and make a long pop ourselves. Exactly. You know, this generation, they just don't get it. I'm not on the screen. Wait, I wasn't on the screen. Wait, where was all the normal, like, oh, the streamer's not on the screen things that you guys normally hit me with? I didn't even know. How am I supposed to understand what's going on without social cues? Huh? Huh? That's so many Gerb chaoses. But like I said, my emote's #1 in my channel. Amazing. Incredible. Great use of the Gerb chaos. Gerb chaos. I mean, for a freaking year also. GP Harlock, congrats on evolving into a Jolteon badge. 12 freaking months here. Thank you so much. Can we please get a little bit of hype and pride spam in the chat for that? That was really nice. Thank you very, very much. Too busy bullying you for it being 720. Of all the things this community has bullied me over the years, having it be an early stream, which is like more convenient for most people, is so funny to me. I don't know why. Because I was like, yeah, I'm going to try to go like earlier. Like I'm going to start earlier. And people were like, yeah, that sounds good. And now I'm being bullied. I'm being attacked for it. Unbelievable. Unfreaking believable. Yeah, see, Austin gets it. There we go. Gerb Umer squished. It's like the wide popper right there. It's very good. Yeah, pet the mods. Yeah, you can pet the mods. It's fantastic. I love that we can pet the mods. So earlier, I hardly know her. I don't ever know that, but I'm trying to, you know? You're always up past my bedtime. Well, not today, so I appreciate you sticking around so long, you know? Why being petted? I don't know, but you guys are doing a good job with something, I'm sure. You guys don't know this, but we've been having a lot of discussions over on the Discord about shifting stuff around. If you didn't see, we have a new suggestion form that is integrated directly into the Discord, so you don't have to click an additional link. We had that talk last night about how everyone's like suffering from like, I don't know, like just being overwhelmed, being exhausted all the time. It's hard to click links sometimes. I don't blame you. I'm there as well sometimes. So like interacting with stuff is tough. So we made it even easier where if you have suggestions for the Discord community specifically, you can leave them in that suggestion box room. That's on the Discord. It's anonymous. You'll be able to see your own username. I know it's probably going to freak out some of you when you like write your suggestion and you're like, but I can see my username. No one else, including us, will be able to see your username in that room. So you can literally write something anonymously. We can, you know, obviously choose to delete it if it's not appropriate, or we can discuss it behind the scenes as far as like it being a suggestion implemented over on the Discord server. But we figured that would make things a lot easier. So huge thanks to the mod team for that. You know, Austin, Corey, Jenna, Brookie, everyone sort of like really contributed a lot of thought into that to make it as streamlined as possible, because that's the best thing to do now is like, you know, everything's so hard. I have a date with a pretty couple for drinks in like half an hour. Oh my God, Mavis, that's happening today? You were telling us about that yesterday, so that is amazing. Congrats. I hope that it goes really well, though. Yeah, pet mods for sure. The mods are doing great. Today! Yeah, today! By the way, I had a feeling that you're going to be the first person to interact with that Criminal Minds joke that I made in, on, like, all the short form sites that I put it up on. Because I remembered that you were a Criminal Minds stan. So I was like, okay, nope, this is going to go. This is going to hit with our demographic here. Yo, what's up, Fishing Cats? How we doing? Hello? Have fun and stay safe. Yes, have a great time, Mavis. Hello, everybody joining, by the way. It's so good to see you all here. What gave it away? Well, we all have special interests. It's okay. It's all right. Oh, my God. Anyway, chat. Hey, while I've got your attention, hit me with your good news. I want to hear your good news. I've been rambling enough. I had a weirdly emotionally draining day, so any good news that you have to drop in chat, as long as we can all comfortably enjoy it, absolutely would love to read some. Make sure that you're all celebrating each other and hyping each other up. That's what it's all about, especially on the freaking weekend. We all made it. I'm so proud of all of you. Corvid, what's up? Good to see you. Hello. Hi. Good news, I got officially approved for upping my gender juice dosage. Let's go, Bree! That's so good. I'm so happy. I know that there's like a lot of like supply chain issues right now with like HRT stuff, and a lot of people are having, you know, a lot of struggles because of like state laws being passed and stuff. So to hear that there's these big trans wins for some people in our community, I'm so happy to hear that. That is awesome. It's 1 week until we move into our new apartment. Yo, let's go. Blogger Says What, Bree, when you put that in the Discord, I was like, hell freaking yeah. We have a lot of people who are moving recently in the community. It's awesome. Coming out of Lurk to say, that was a very interesting way for a Criminal Minds joke. I mean, what can I say? I don't think. I mentioned this on Discord, but yesterday I picked up the physical copies of the university journal that published a story of mine. Oh, hell yeah. Here's one of my favorite things ever is like when someone gets to publish something and then it's actually in physical form. Because I'm someone who, I was a part of like the, you know, like the short story writing and like my school like newsletter and stuff. And when they'd like print out the physical copy of it, it wasn't just like the online copy. I was like, oh my God, look at this thing. Like, this is so cool. I get that. That's so awesome. That's very, very awesome. Good news, got some freelance work done and just been vibing the last few days. Dude, I'm so glad that you got that freelance stuff coming through for you, especially with all the weird challenges and difficulties and stuff that you're trying to overcome right now. I'm rooting for you all the way, man. I hope that you get more of that stuff soon. Played a medium stage at my city's fair yesterday, and it was fun, and today I'm going back just to enjoy the fair food and activities. That's a nice way to wind down after performing. That's wonderful. Thanks y'all for being here for the whole journey. Honestly, thank you for sharing. It's one of those things you could have kept completely private, but you wanted to celebrate with the community about that stuff. So that's lovely. Very, very happy to hear about that kind of thing. Good news, my roommate's family is in state this week. They haven't been here in over 2 years. Wow, dang. A lot to catch up on, I'm sure. Max, I hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful time getting to know the roomie's family a little bit better. That's always fun. And I hope that your roommate is having a great time. You know, I hope that the family isn't like a pain point thing. You said good news, so I'm assuming not. I'm assuming that they're a good experience to be around. But, you know, obviously I like to always put in a little bit of a PSA because not everybody gets along with their families out there. Chad, thank you for all this good news. Keep in mind, you can always drop good news throughout the course of the whole stream. As the title shows, I'm probably just going to be vibing out, continuing to celebrate Partnerversary Part 3 or whatever. This is my therapy homework for those of you who missed last night's stream. This is not me trying to, like, pad my stats or, like, clickbait shit. I told my therapist about the YouTube video I put up talking about my CPTSD, and she was like, you know, okay, let's unpack all that stuff. Let's talk about that. And then we were talking about content creation because, again, for those who don't know, my therapist is amazing because her partner is a full-time content creator, so she's very involved with that world. And as a result, I don't really have to explain too much to her, but I was talking about how my Partnerversary was coming up, or had passed recently on Monday. And she was like, what did you do to celebrate? And I was like, nothing really, you know, I don't really make like a big deal about those types of milestones. And she's like, oh, I haven't assigned you therapy homework in a while. So she's like, your therapy homework is the rest of this week. You have to celebrate your Partnerversary. You have to let people know it's your Twitch Partnerversary. So that is why that's still up. I am obliging. I am trying to fulfill an obligation. But thank you to everyone who's been humoring me and supporting me throughout it. Like, thank you. Common Brian Therapist W. Truly, though. We've known each other for 12 years, so it's nice for them to be able to come down here for a week. Wow, Max, that's a long time. That is amazing. I hope that it's a wonderful, wonderful time, for sure. Week-long Partnerversary celebration. Let's go. Celebrate the hell out of that. I'm trying. I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to do because, like I said, I don't want to do, like, a subathon or anything. I know that, like, bills are tight for a lot of people right now, myself included. So, like, knowing that, like, I'm sure it's a lot harder for a lot of other people out there. So, I don't want to, like, add the pressure of, like, a subathon or anything like that. But, like, just being able to recall good memories, play this game, you know, like I was saying last night, playing Powerwash is a good throwback because this is the game that I built up, like, probably the peak of my following on Twitch with. This is, like, one of my favorite games. It's just, like, a good, chill vibe, and I think that everyone can just appreciate the sort of ASMR vibes of it. So that is the plan for the week. It's just playing a little bit of throwback games. I was going to play Stardew today, but I don't know if like my file got corrupted or what. But every time I tried to launch it, it crashed my my Steam launcher. And then it also would minimize the Stardew Valley window, and then the Stardew wouldn't open for me. And I was trying to get it to work for like 10 minutes before stream, and it just like wouldn't. So I was like, all right, we'll just default back to this. So I'll figure it out. In the meantime, we will get back to Stardew eventually, you know? You deserve to celebrate your achievements and how far you've come for sure. Well, thank you. I appreciate that, Sarah. Thank you. Buy yourself a cake? No, I got to save that money so I can, you know, get Morgan a cake. It's her birthday in 3 days. So plan for that, you know? Celebratory Girbeagly. Oh my gosh. Hello, Talia. General question, does the suggestion box you mentioned only apply to Discord? There's stream suggestions, which is a separate chat room there. That is 100%, you know, you can just put games in there. You can like put like ideas for things to do, etc. The stream suggestion, or the Discord suggestion box is a separate thing. And that thing is, again, anonymous. You'll see your own username in it, but we won't be able to see it on our end. It's going to be fully anonymous for you. So, yeah. Morgan's birthday. Yeah, Morgan's birthday coming up very soon. Donate so Brian can buy 2 cakes. Double caked up on the weekend. God dang. Oh my gosh. That's another thing was my therapist said that if people are like, oh, donate or like gift subs, I can't say no, but that doesn't mean that I have to encourage it either. So there you go. That is the stipulations that I'm currently running under, chat. That said, I'm looking forward to grinding out a little bit more of a Power Wash sim here today, just because I think I was making good progress. I still haven't beaten the main campaign, and I want to keep, like, you know, plugging away at that. So I'm going to jump into that. We'll vibe out with a little bit of spraying and praying. And, you know, it just is what it is. Don't worry, Brian. We can encourage it. You can sure encourage it. There we go. All right, the Lost City Palace. Oh, that's right. This was so huge. This is a Bass Pro Shop pyramid. Oh, my God. Not you finding a loophole in your homework. That's not a loophole. It's just a non-interaction. You know? Yes, more good vibe. Yeah, that's all I really want today. Because like I said, today was like a weirdly emotionally draining day. I was like so freaking exhausted from just, I don't know. I was feeling like a little bit stressed out and depressed and like emotionally overloaded. So like, if I'm not as with it tonight, it just is what it is. But I'm doing my best, and I wanted to hang out with chat for a little bit before I had to get back to the like main work grind. So anyone who's here, thank you for vibing.
Look at all those chickens. Get loved on Nerd.
Oh my God, Mavis! Mavis, thank you very much for those chickens. I appreciate that a lot. I hope that you've saved plenty of chickens for yourself for tonight's fun date event that you're going to. Thank you very much. That's really very kind of you. I'm trying to pick my words really carefully so I don't get a strike from the mods. But thank you. That's so nice of you. That's so nice of you. That's very, very nice of you. Thank you. Can we get some hype and some pride in the chat, please, just for the support? That's very kind. I appreciate it a lot, but it's not... It's not something I will actively encourage. There we go. That's the words. Those are the words I was gonna pick. Choose your words so carefully. Yeah. I paid my bills, got some trinkets, still have money for date, food, and gas. I wouldn't do it if I couldn't. Well, what the heck? Thank you. That's super nice of you. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful time tonight. Good God. You're treading that line. Yeah, okay. But as you mentioned, I was treading the line. I didn't jump over it. I didn't hop over it. I'm still within my rights. This is a free country, isn't it? You know? This is a custom map. No, this is one of the campaign maps. I've never played it before. Because I've never beaten the full main campaign of this game. So this is a regular map. It's just freaking humongous. And as you can see, even with everything I've washed off, I'm only 1% done. This could take 8,000 years. Never seen this one? They might have added it in a more recent patch. I don't know. I haven't been, like, keeping up with the patch notes besides the DLC stuff. So, I mean, might be worth dusting off this game if you got it in your Steam library and giving it a go. The mods on the edge of their seat. Yeah, they're ready to hit that strike command, you know? I do gotta head out now, but have a great stream. Yo, Mavis, take care of yourself. Have a wonderful, safe, incredibly fun time. Please know we're all rooting for you. Seriously. I have more good news. I changed my bed sheets and vacuumed my room. Hell yeah, Halloween. That's always such a good feeling when you can clean up your environment a little bit. I say that every time, I know, but, like, it really is the case. Like, that's just how I feel about it. That's my opinion. You know? Like, I really feel that. Is, like, sometimes your brain feels, like, off and you don't know why, and then you, like, organize or clean up your environment, and you're like, oh, shit, that must have been it. I feel, like, so much better now. So, you're tiptoeing on that line while twirling gracefully. Exactly, I'm pirouetting is what it is. I love seeing the chat come together to be like, yo, have fun on your date. I love that. Makes me so happy. Very, very happy. Like, you can have your own opinions about love and relationships and dates and whatever, but at the very least, you know, root for other people in this community. You know, root for their happiness. Vacuuming my room is like vacuuming my brain. Yeah, no, I mean, like, yeah, you wrote it kind of like a meme or a joke, but, like, yeah, no, that makes total sense to me. It's like what you do physically within your environment and your space does, like, physiologically, like, affect you in some way. Being silly and goofy on the line.
Be gone.
Yo!
But now you will be gone.
Be gone.
You can't do that to me. You cannot do that to me today because I am emotionally very tired and very, like I said, drained from today. Thank you very much, though. What the heck? Thank you. Thank you. Blogger says what, Bree? Thank you so much. Sorry, not sorry. Oh, my God. Thank you so much. We have 10 gifted. That is so many. That is, like, you literally said the last time you did this, don't tell my partner I'm doing this. So, like, I don't know what to... Thank you so much. What the heck? Let me read these names quick. It's me, comma, Joy, Courtney Fade, Roxy in a Jar, Nix the Fox, Angie is Tired, Foggy, Soph got one. Very nice. One of our mods. Terra Silver Shade, Father Cole, and Tenacious Chi. If any of you are here, please make sure you're saying thank you to Blogger Says What Bree because that was really nice. Thank you. That was, like, unbelievably kind. Like, genuinely, I'm not trying to sound hyperbolic or like I'm exaggerating my reaction to that. But that, after today, the day that today was, that's really very nice. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Brewer said, dare you to cross the line? I was so close to it there, too. Oh, my God. Thank you. We can't hashtag break Brian. I'm already broken, so it's not much of a task, honestly. Can't get in trouble for this one. I have good reasons this time. What reasons are those, though? Austin!
I don't know where these bits came from, but let's go chat.
Thank you. Well, I'm okay. If you don't know where the bits came from, then I guess it's not you really spending your money. So, like, I can't scold you when I know that things are funky fresh on your side of the world. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you, dude. Like, genuinely. Thank you very, very much. Hashtag break Brian Moore. Again, I'm teetering on the end of the edge of an emotional cliff today. It does not take very much. Thank you. Just know I appreciate it a lot. That's really very kind of all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Truly. I know that, like there are, like, big streaming events tonight, like, you know, like Jario Night's going on. I think, like, Jordan's doing his thing and, like, a whole bunch of other stuff, and I'm probably gonna be working throughout all that stuff. So, like, I hope that I'm just a nice little preview before the big main events tonight for other streamers, and that I can bring good vibes, and you guys just have fun here and chill and know that I appreciate having company. Like, thank you. Like, all of you are great. Thank you very, very much. And I cannot believe we just hit 2% on this map. How is that possible? How is that actually possible? What the heck? We set up stuff for the new house. I organized a lot, and I got myself a good dinner, so now I get to spoil the people I enjoy. Okay, that one... God damn, my voice, like, even broke at the end of that. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Like, truly. Appreciate it. The pregame? Yeah. Listen. Yeah, you gotta, you know how pre-gaming works. You gotta get a couple in you first to get loose before, like, the big event. Sure. My partner is at work, so they have no idea. the most wholesome behind the back thing, truly. Jokes on you, Brian. I have the 3 streams going right now, and I'm playing Sims 4 because brain go burr. Good God. Those of you who can do this, we've discussed this before, but those of you who can do that, I could never. I went to, like, Morgan was going Halloween decor shopping today, and we went to 3 stores. And by the 3rd store, we both looked at each other and we were like, we're too, like, sensory-wise, way too overwhelmed to hit up a 4th store. And so we just called it quits for the day. Those of you who can do that, so big salutes to you that you're able to keep up with anything at all. Yeah, Max Godspeed, exactly. This shrine is glamorous, or ginormous? Yeah, it is glamorous also, but yeah, it's ginormous for sure. 72 Muses, what's up? Good to see you here. Hello, hi. Welcome to the stream. Who? Anonymous.
He only likes her because she's old. She's probably
Thank you very... whoever you are, you will pay the price. I mean, you did, technically. You paid the price of 2 subs, but, like, you'll pay the price mentally and emotionally at some point. Thank you very much. I appreciate the 2 gifted subs, whoever freaking just did that. Fittingly, so you gifted one to Chippo, and then the other one was fittingly to Island Sass, because I'm going to sit here and give you sass for that. Thank you so much. That was really nice. Thank you very, very much. If either of those people are in chat, I hope you're enjoying the stream. I hope you enjoy your emotes and your subject. What the heck? Thank you, everybody. That's really kind. I am that preschool teacher sometimes. No, that's understandable. When you're overloaded with, like, you know, kid energy like that, no, I get that. For sure. Cactus for Jack, what's up? Good to see you here. Sylvie, hello. Hi, welcome to the stream. I hope everyone's having a good start to their weekend. Hello, hello. Nice to have you here. Earlier stream here tonight, just vibing out with whoever's gonna, you know, make it by. And I know it's just more Power Wash Sim, but I tried to get Stardew Valley working, and for some reason it kept crashing on me, so I got to figure that out later. But I was like, all right, you know, it is the partnerversary throwback game of the moment. And also, if I don't try to chip away at this giant campaign level, I don't know if I'll ever get it done. Because I'm at 2%. And I haven't done, like, a lot of this giant Bass Pro Shop pyramid. But I feel like I've had to have done more than 2%. This is unreal. Honestly. Liz, what's up? Hello, hi. Been really enjoying playing Baldur's Gate 3. I'm so glad everyone who's been playing it's been really enjoying it, it seems like. Hope you've been well. Excited to catch you live. It's been a while. Jessful, hello, hi. It's good to see you here. Welcome. Another benefit of me going live earlier tonight is a lot of you who don't normally get to make the streams can hang out for a little bit, which I'm really happy because I've wanted to do this for a while where I start a little bit earlier. Now, I won't be going too late tonight at all. Because, again, I have to go get a bunch of work done in a couple hours here, but I wanted to spend a little bit of time, and then to make up for it, probably tomorrow, also earlier in the day, or the evening, I'll do a stream before Morgan goes live. So you guys will see me again, most likely tomorrow. You got this, break it up as needed, like the subway station? Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to have to do, Naray. This is like, it just feels like it's so much. This is humongous. But it's really cool. It's been a while since I've played a stage this big, I feel like. Because we were sort of in the rhythm of just doing, like, the little vehicles and stuff. And the UFO last night was so cool, in my opinion. Cupcake, hey, what's up? Good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a good start to your weekend. Welcome, welcome to an earlier night stream. I'd just be vibing with a little bit more of this game.
He only likes her because she's old.
Justable, thank you.
25.
What the heck?
Thanks again to the Aina Ghosty for the gifts.
I love the way Justin's voice says, the Aina Ghosty. Thank you so much to Aina for gifting all of those gifted subs out to the community. Just year after year, so kind. Jessica, I'm so glad that you're still able to enjoy the benefits of that. Congrats, by the way, on 21 freaking months. That's really nice of you to have stuck around that long. Thank you very, very much for that. Yeah, hype and pride in the chat if you got it. If you feel like participating in that. Thank you, everybody who's here, hanging out, supporting what I do. It means the world. I am a little bit emotionally on fumes today just because that's just been my life lately. But I'm getting back there, you know. I'm making consistent short-form content. If you guys haven't been keeping up with me on TikTok or Instagram Reels or even YouTube Shorts, I've been posting a lot. I got long-form YouTube video content ideas in the pipeline already. Oh my god, Jessiful, thank you so much for the 100 bits as well. What the heck? Thank you so very much for that. That's really nice of you. Thank you, everybody. All the support means a lot. Again, this is my therapy homework, is continuing to celebrate Partnerversary. So what better way to do that than with a bunch of awesome people who I really appreciate, and also being able to play a game that helped me build up the following that I have. Really nice. Long-form YouTube video pipeline? Yeah, they're in the pipeline for sure. Thank you for the hype print. What the heck? Level 4 already? Since when? I got a Death Note hoodie and a new Kirby plushie. Ooh, fun. Those are two franchises I like. Hoptron. Yeah, Hoptron. What the heck? The videos have been so funny, and the, like, analytical updates on Bird app. Oh, my God. It's been so interesting. So, like, my very informal, non-scientific breakdown of, like, how short-form video content works is, like, you post a TikTok if you want instant gratification. I find that the people on TikTok are normally the ones who leave the funniest comments so far. If you post to Instagram, it takes a little bit longer to take off, but like the early views are always from people who already follow me. And so they're always like nicer in the comments and fun. But then as that video stays up, I also get outside my target demographic, like the Markiplier video I put up. About me, like, making fun of people who only know how to do Markiplier impressions, ended up hitting the wrong target demographic, and I've been deleting weird comments off of it all day. So that's been interesting. But it has, like, almost 7,000 views on Instagram Reels, which is wild. And then you post to YouTube Shorts if you have a monetized channel and you want a little bit of ad revenue. But you will most likely get dislike bombed just because people over there cannot stay away from the dislike button. But little do they know, even dislikes increases interaction retention, which means that I'm going to show up in algorithms way more often. So they're really just helping me pad my stats. So it doesn't really matter at all that they hit dislike on those. And they're for shorts, so I don't really care as much. But that's my breakdown. So you go to TikTok for instant gratification, instant dopamine burst, and then things sort of peter off over time. You go to YouTube Shorts for instant disappointment, but also ad revenue. And then you go to Instagram Reels if you want a little bit of that community instant gratification, followed by, like, later down the line, later in the lifetime of the reel, more disappointment. Need to go see those. Yeah, so I've been posting the same short-form videos on all three of those platforms I just mentioned because I know some people are like, yo, I don't like to use Instagram, or like, oh, I don't like to use like YouTube Shorts, or I don't have a TikTok or whatever. So by doing it in as wide of a net as possible, you'll see it somewhere, which is my logic. So I hope that people enjoy. I'm just sort of goofing around, you know? I'm just making jokey, silly, fun videos, and then sharing my opinions occasionally about things. Instead of tweeting as much, it's just healthier for my brain to actually make content. And then, like I said, longer videos are going to start going up more consistently on YouTube. I already have a fun one. I was going to talk about this last night, and I forgot what interrupted me. Probably myself. I probably just, like, got distracted. But you guys have been asking for, like, my hyperfixation content, like ADHD hyperfixation content for a while, because I'm always like, anyone else out there with, like, you know, neurospiciness, do you also, like, get lost on Wikipedia for, like, a long time? Like, where you just, like, read, like, a bunch of, like, Wikipedia articles about, like, random shit that you're just wondering about? And so many of you, yeah, so many of you have that, that reaction, Blooders is what Brie, of, like, yes, yeah. And I think that a lot of you know what I'm talking about. And so I have a very specific topic that I just randomly, it was like a shower thought, where it's like, I wonder who the first, like, people were to do this was. And I was like, ooh, I could make this into a YouTube video. So I'm just literally going to be making a YouTube video where it's going to be me recording my screen as I go onto Wikipedia and, like, look up, like just facts that I want to know. Yeah, wiki walking. Yeah, is that what it's called, Liz? I didn't know that it had an official term, but yeah, wiki walking. I'm going to be making some wiki walking videos. Thank you for that, because now I can add that term to my metadata. So I'm going to be making a video that's going to be all about the ADHD inside my brain and what it makes me seek out answers for. Normally useless knowledge. So I hope that that's fun to watch. Very good, like, body double, parallel, like, neurospicy type of content is what I want to start making. Especially if it's fan wikis. I don't know if I'll ever do a fan wiki one, but maybe some point. We'll see. I literally just today decided to take a TikTok break. You're right, the comments over there are way funnier, but I just keep falling down the FYP rabbit hole. Got to take a break so I don't absolutely fry my brain. Totally understandable, but hey, if you want to watch that same content, I am putting it up on the Instagram Reels and the YouTube Shorts. So if it's easier for your mind to be over in that space instead, there you go. We need this emote, but just like the regular Brie one shaking in a neurospicy way, like just the neurospicy vibration, you mean? I do technically have four animated slots open. I just, again, it's like, it's been a little funky bill-wise recently. So I am being a little bit careful how I spend my money, and I want to make sure when I commission animated emotes, I'm paying the emote artist, like, a fair price, you know? I call it research dives. I find a topic and dive so deep that I forget to breathe. Yeah, I feel ya. I feel ya. I get, fucking lost wiki walking, TV tropes. Oh my god, yeah, TV tropes is a very dangerous website because it has so many blue links that you just go to other pages. And what I do is I right click and open new tab. So I end up having like 16 tabs open when I just wanted to like look up like one quote from a TV show I haven't watched in 10 years to like make sure that I'm still getting the quote right. Ooh. Ended up research diving my way into a hyperfixation, which is now my job. Whoa, there you go. Okay, there's the power of hyperfocus sometimes. Oh, Girbeagly, but shaking. I mean, we could use that as a stand-in one for now. That's not a bad idea. I could just add the animation shaking effect to the Girbeagly. Oh, this makes me so uncomfortable. Actually, I don't want to walk down that way. Ugh. I don't know why. That just felt wrong. I was defying gravity in all the wrong ways. Go for one page, end up with 23. Oh my god, every time. I'll be like, do they have like this particular like food in this country? And I'll like be on Wikipedia, and it will be like, this food is similar to this other food found in this culture. And I'll be like, that sounds so interesting. And it'll be like, it was eaten by these people back in like 16th century England. And I'll be like, oh, okay, I'll right click that article too. And then like all of a sudden it's like, do you guys remember when I was doing Wikipedia races? Where I was trying to get from like one term to like the unrelated term? It's like that one. Like where I was like, I was like, oh, I have to try to get to Australia from here. Like, it's just like what my brain does naturally. It's me with Google searches. Yeah, sometimes with Google searches, sometimes with Reddit. It's all a wormhole. I went to bartending school earlier this year and research dived into history and techniques, and they made me an instructor because of it. Whoa! Yo, it pays to know about, like, some of the history of the job you're in if you do want to, advance in it. For sure. That's really cool. That's awesome. So real. I absolutely love Jenna Marble's old Google deep dive videos. If you did a Wikipedia one or something, I would watch the shit out of that. Yeah, I won't lie. It's a little bit of the inspiration, but it's like, and it's not like it's the most original content, but like these are the weird intrusive questions in my brain. So now you're going to have to know about how my brain researches stuff. You're going to see my particular method. I love wiki races. They are really fun. I might have to do those again soon because I actually had a blast with them. They were hard. They like way harder than I thought they were gonna be. But they were very, very fun to be like, hey, yeah, chat, tell me like 2 completely unrelated things. And some of the suggestions we had were unhinged and took me a pretty long time to get to them. As soon as you ask the question, my brain would be like, wait, hold on, now I also want to know. Yep. Exactly. This one is going to be a very, very specific question that I have had for a couple weeks now. I've made a couple jokes to Morgan about it, and she's just been like, yeah, I guess I wonder that sometimes too. Bring us into your ADHD research spiral. Like, yeah, Max, that's what it is. It's really, I'm just indoctrinating you into like how my bizarre brain works so that I can have you who already support me normalize my behavior to me so I do not have to change anymore. I can continue to torment everyone in my life with useless knowledge. ADHD spirals are so fun. They can be. Sometimes they're very detrimental and they actually get in my way. Like, earlier today, I was trying to read up on there's a little bit of drama that was going on in the voice acting world. Nothing that I was involved in, but I was just like, ooh, I kind of want to, like, know the facts about what's going on just so that I don't, like, accidentally kick a bee's nest. And I ended up, like, just reading about it for, like, 20 minutes when I didn't have to because I don't know the people involved, really, at all. It does not affect me in any way, shape, or form outside of me trying to avoid it. So I was like, oh, shit, yeah, sometimes this is a bad superpower. Love the ADHD research spiral, and I absolutely love seeing other people's thought process. Yeah, when it's like a harmless thing where it's like, oh, I don't have any obligations right now, and it's just something to sate my own curiosity. It is a way better hobby, I think, to have than, like, you know, arguing with people on social media or getting sad about, like, the current, like, political climate or something, you know. It's kind of nice to be able to be like, oh, I'm learning instead, you know. I'm very big into one of the things that I used to push all the time was I had this mentality that was just never bored, never be bored, never ever be bored, always like be learning something. Like if you're bored of watching TV, if you're bored of watching Netflix and playing video games and scrolling social media, go learn something. That is like one of the most entertaining things. Like even if it's completely silly knowledge, it's like it's sometimes really fun to like sate that curiosity. To be honest, that hyperfocus can be a problem too. Spent many nights researching and then suddenly snapping out of it at 3 a.m. Yep, I feel you on that one. Leaving my lurk to mention that I spiraled for 6 hours researching Stonewall Inn and the Mafia and just really shitty old laws. I've been down that very specific wormhole you just mentioned. I have been down that one, Firefly. I have put in an unbelievable amount of research into those types of topics, for sure. I get you. I feel you. You are not alone in that. It's really bad when it's like something that I have fun with normally that like sometimes like learning like educational stuff like that is really good. But most of the time my issue is like I'll get like really into like a manga or an anime and then I'll like go onto like the fan wikis that I think like Cupcake was mentioning before, and I'll be like, ooh, oh, that's the explanation of like why their power works that way. I must have missed that back in chapter 13. Ooh, okay, cool. So that like makes sense why they had this interaction with this character, and then it's just like the fandom spiral. That's when it gets like really dangerous for me. Definitely spent a bit of time on the Strawberry Shortcake wiki because there was a huge childhood hyperfixation. This was a deep dive with nostalgia, so I got sucked in for hours. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Is like I recently started catching up on the Jujutsu Kaisen manga, and I was just like, ooh, I feel like I missed something, because like one of the characters like mentioned something, and I was like, wait, I don't remember that happening. And so I like went on the fan wiki just to like look up one clarifying point, and I ended up being like, oh shit, I've been reading this for an hour. What happened? Me going through the hours long list of characters Matt Mercer has voiced? Yep. Stuff like that. It's like, what else has this dude done? What else is this like esteemed, respected, beloved celebrity. Like, where else have I heard them that maybe I was, like, too young to remember, or it was, like, a bit part that he started off with that, like, I didn't know he did? That kind of thing, ooh, that lives inside my brain in such an extreme way. You have no idea, Firefly. That is, like, a huge thing. I'm the annoying person who Morgan and I will be in the middle of a movie, and I'll go, ooh, it's that guy. Oh, I don't remember his name, but it's that guy. I know that guy. And then I immediately pull up my phone and look at the IMDb and click the actor's name and then read their entire filmography. And as we're actively watching the movie, I go, oh yeah, he was like one of the side like henchmen in like that one random episode of like some obscure TV show that I watched 3 years ago. Like that happens to me so freaking often. Good God. I've done the research spiral with Supernatural. I mean, that show is 1,000 million seasons, so I do not blame you. There's so much to remember in it. Morgan and I are working through season, I think, 11 or 12 right now. And it's like, they'll make a reference, and I'll be like, I don't remember that happening. And then, like, we will actually, like, look it up and be like, oh, yeah, that's right. That was, like, a season 3 episode they just threw back to for some reason. You know? This is me, and I am upset. You're in this tweet, and you don't like it. Honestly, feeling very called out right now. I do the same damn thing. Yep, I am 100% the person who, like, I cannot shut the fuck up during a movie because I'm like, I know that person. Ooh, I don't know their name because they're just a side character and everything. Or, like, they're, like, a method actor that only gets cast as, like, very interesting character parts or whatever. Like these, like, bit parts that they're known for, like, especially if it's like a drama or a comedy where it's like, oh, it's just that one guy who normally like always plays like the goofy sidekick or something, you know, like, oh man, that eats my brain. And because of the ADHD and patience, I cannot wait till the end of the movie to do that. I like have to do it in that moment, and I'm very fortunate that Morgan normally doesn't get annoyed by that. Sometimes she'll be like, hey, can we, like, hold off on that? Because, like, this is an important part of the movie. Which is so fair. That's very valid. But she also does it a lot as well. Because we'll be like, wait, who the hell is that? Oh, my God, neither of us can remember. My mom researches when we watch true crime together about the case, and we're currently watching, and she denies the fact she is the one who gave me ADHD. Much like, yeah, circling back to the topics that we were talking about last night, about how the older generation is like, I'm not neurospicy, and it's like, Mom, you know, like, 17 facts about the serial killer from 1972 that no one remembers. You know? Fresh good news, I have ravioli from Chef Boyardee. Ah, the chef himself. Oh my God. Enjoy that. I just ran out of that myself, but it is one of my go-to when things slow down meals. Big fan of the chef himself. Good choice. Chef Boyardee's nuts. Every time. Listen, you have to say it even if you're actually enjoying some of those ravs, though. I feel like those two statements are always hand in hand. 100%. You know, it's almost like a set of Chef Boyardee's nuts. They come in two. No? It's an obligation. Yeah, it's contractual. I do it most when watching animated movies. I can recognize voices but never place them. Yeah, and here's the other thing that's like very, very valid about that though, Jessiful. Just as someone who works in voice acting, a lot of the times what studios will do is they will not want to pay, like, this is kind of scummy but also does give some opportunities to some people. They'll be like, oh, we have this character that, like, it would be awesome if we could get someone like Johnny Young Bosch or, like, Yuri Lowenthal or, like, some really big-name voice actor to voice, but, like, they're not, like, fully in budget, like, or, like, we don't want to, like, shell out the cash for someone who costs that much. So we're going to cast for someone who is a, like, Johnny Young Bosch-like, you know, voice, like very similar to his voice, but it's clearly not him. But like with voice acting, you'll hear that and you'll be like, oh wait, is that Johnny Young Bosch? And then you'll be like, oh wait, no, it's not. When you look up the credits, sounds so much like him. A lot of the times that's intentional. where they'll be like, oh yeah, we just want like an actor who sounds a lot like that other actor, just so that we have that sort of similar voice print. It's not really scummy or anything, because it's more of like there's certain like tropes to voices. Some people are like, ooh, I like that actor who's really big because of the way that they deliver lines, the sound of their voice, etc. So like a lot of studios will be like, oh, we want someone who's like that voice print. Whenever I tell my mom she has ADHD after we just went on a hyperfixation ramble, she gives me the stink eye. Yeah, yep, Max, you missed the conversation last night, but we were talking about how, yeah, the older generation is very resistant to a lot of the new terminology describing what they are also guilty of. That makes sense. I knew it was something that was done, but I didn't realize it was so common. Oh, it's so common, and especially it's because, like, a lot of the times, like, just to make sure that, like, a new class of voice actors gets a shot, they'll, like, cycle in, like, oh, we want someone who can do, like, the, like, really ooh-woo kawaii girl in this anime dub. Like, that's, like, you know, very similar to this older voice actor who does that already. Or we want, like, someone who sounds like every anime protagonist ever, and this guy happened to, like, have the best, like, audition, even though he's not, like, a household name. Like, that happens, yeah. It took me a while to realize the reason my parents frustrate the fuck out of me sometimes is because their undiagnosed neurospiciness rubs up against mine sometimes. Yeah, that's definitely a realization I've also had as an adult, Liz, so I'm right in the same boat with you. You are not alone on that. I do think it's weird when they try to do that for sequel. Yeah, okay, so that's when it gets scummy, Cupcake, is normally what will happen is with, like, a sequel, you're almost always, not always, but, like, very commonly you'll be guaranteed, like, a raise for, like, reprising your role. And because it's a franchise. So you can negotiate a higher rate. So, yeah, when studios have that dilemma, sometimes the scummier ones, which is, again, also part of, like, you know, pay your actors fairly with the ongoing strike, they'll try to cast a sound-alike on purpose to replace and recast that voice role. That's when it does get really scummy, you're right. She recognizes the depression, but not the ADHD. That's fair, though. Like, Max, we were talking about that again last night, just because, like, a lot of this stuff is a little bit newer and harder to process for the older generation, but as long as they're making an effort to learn, that's, like, kind of all we can hope for right now. We can't force them to learn, but, like, hopefully eventually they catch on, right? That's always the hope. What's up, Captain Photon? Hello, good to see you here. Welcome to the stream. Hello. Can't wait for the day that I watch some super popular movie or show and I'm like, hold up, is that Brian's voice? And I look up and it is you and I'll squeal with excitement. Oh my god, that's very nice of you. Thank you. I'm trying to get there. I took like a month off of doing voice auditions just because, like, I needed to take a break. I was just doing a lot of them and I was getting very tired, and again, I wanted to start focusing on doing YouTube videos again. But I'm starting to feel that itch to, like, put in like 1,000 auditions in a month. So maybe you'll hear me in something again coming up soon. I mean, obviously there's a bunch of unreleased stuff that's coming out with me in it, which will be cool when I can announce all of it.
You win Liberation Partner Badge.
Yo, Sarah, thank you very, very much. I appreciate the 42 months. What the heck? That's a long time. Thank you very much for sticking around that long, and thank you very much to Max for gifting that full 6-month sub to Sarah. Sarah, I hope you're having a good start to your weekend. Good to have you here. Been here too long? Yeah, listen, a lot of people are starting to hit those, like, 60-month resubs, and I'm like, ow, what happened? Hi, friends. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm super excited to see the end of this job. Me too. Oh, my gosh. Generic Glitter Goth. Hello. Hi. If you were talking about the power wash job, I don't know if you were talking about your job, in which case I'm excited for you if you're excited to get out of your job as well. But hello. Hi. Happy weekend, everybody. Hello. Nice to see you here. Welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining. But yeah, it is one of those things where I forgot what I was saying. It's one of those things where I'm going to forget what I'm saying. Just nod and smile politely, chat. If you don't make eye contact with me, then I won't be able to sense your movement or your fear. Therefore, you'll be able to outsmart the predator of the apex predator of this ecosystem. you know? My good news, because I definitely missed it, was that I did not have to do any work calls this week. Very happy. Hell yeah! I'm talking about power wash. I don't work. I'm a lazy bum. That does not make you a lazy bum at all. Oh my god. We are like in unprecedented times. Some people have the privilege of not working. Some people have been trying to get jobs and just can't. That doesn't make you a lazy bum at all. You're wonderful for being here. I'm very excited to finish this power wash job, though. This is so cool to me that they have... And I can't believe they added the actual Bass Pro Shop pyramid to the game. Amazing. Very fun, though. Is this the Gerbcon pyramid's younger cousin from the Bronx? No, this is totally the real one. This is definitely the real one. Wait, what was the thing that we were making a joke was like gonna happen at Gerbcon last night? This is like how my day's been going, where my brain just hasn't been working properly. And I cannot remember what we were talking about last night. It was like it was gonna happen simultaneously to Gerbcon. Have you been inside the pyramid? A little bit. Girbeagly Town. Oh my god, not Gerb Town. Yeah, that's alright. I was in here just to like... So what happened last night, Generic Glittergoth, is I was hosing down the outside. And after like 15 minutes of hosing down the outside, I got to like 1%. And I was like, how? It looks like I took off like such a big chunk. How is it 1%? And then I was like, oh wait, there's probably an inside. And we found this in here, and I was like, oh my lordy. This is going to take quite a bit of time. Cupcake, not that. No, not that. Not that, Austin. Good God. I can't put, what was that, quote 300? Someone wants to, if you're brave, you can do exclamation point quote 300 and see what comes up. I can't believe you talked about Gerbcon without me. Listen, plans move on with or without you guys here, all right? Girbeagly Town is Bass Pro Shop Pyramid. Yeah. That's right, renting out, like, part of the pyramid to form Girbeagly Town. You knocked over the kingdom. I did. Listen, he got in the way. He knew the dangers. He saw me walking up with the power wash. He knew. Did quote 300 not? Okay, there it is. Yep. Mm-hmm. I do like that Jenna added... I was like, wait, no, you have to add the context. And Jenna thought that it was adding that I did that with dyslexia. Not that I wanted to remember which game and when it was that I said the quote. But then she added with dyslexia. And I was like... Okay, fair. That's good, though. At least I have, like, some blanket PSA, some disclaimer to explain why I would ever utter those words in that sequence. Oh my god. Oh yeah. That also, the other thing that I really thought was hilarious last night was people were getting their horoscope for the day or the week or whatever by just asking for quotes using the quote command, and whatever random quote came up, that was the horoscope of the day for them. I was like, that's pretty good. I don't lurk hard enough to understand anything y'all are saying right now. That, you know, that is okay, and you don't need to know, because everything that happens here really should be studied. Really, there's a lot that happens here that is just, it's a lot, and it will always be a lot, and that's it. You know? I love a good floor salad. Fair. So sad I missed the Gerbcon talk last night, but I'm still not feeling well, so I've been going to bed early. Generic Glitter God, I feel you on that. I'm probably going to be ending the stream, even though I started so early, also ending it early, just because I have a lot of work to do that I was going to get done last night after stream, and then I just never did. So, and I've been having a really emotionally sort of draining day, so I have been trying to just take it as easy as possible while also getting done what I need to get done. Totally get it. We were talking about that a little bit last night as well, where it's just like, you know, as a creator, is it sometimes like disheartening when like people are like not around and stuff? Sure. Because I'll be like, oh yeah, like I want to like hang out with the community, and like I'm putting my heart and soul into like the content I'm making and whatever, and I want to have people get excited for me. But also, I am an adult who has a lot of life experience, and I understand the world is very busy and very weird for a lot of people right now and exhausting. And I never want anyone to ever feel guilty for not showing up or participating or anything like that. Like, I appreciate those of you who can make it when you can. I appreciate those of you who support me when you can and want to see me keep doing the things that I like to do. Like, that matters more than the moments that you don't show up, if that makes sense. So, thank you for hanging out here at all. But we were talking about that a bit. It's just, like, how exhausted a lot of people are. There's been a lot of, like, people get, like, click-through exhaustion, where they, like, see a link and they're like, I could, like, click that right now, and I could participate in what I know will be a good time in a community of people who care about me. But something about that just feels really, really tiring right now. Like, just maybe even the socialization aspect or, like, the energy that I'd have to, like, be a part of in that moment. That's okay. We all take breaks, you know? So, sending you parasocial love. Oh, my God. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. Sending it right back. Thank you. Putting words after quotes that aren't in any quotes breaks Nightbot, and it just puts the most recent one. Yes. Yep. So if it's not a word that is in one of the 300 quotes that we currently have in the quote list, then it will not pop up with a related quote. So there you go. Will I pass my certification exam? Holds Nightbot like a magic 8-ball to shake for a quote. Bell of shitting pants. Well, I guess, Sarah, there's two outcomes then. Is during the exam, either you will shit your pants physically, which, I don't know, that could maybe get you excused. They might feel bad and give you, like, a passing certification in that moment. Or it's a metaphorical shitting of your pants, which I hope that's not the case for you. Sarah Bellum, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. All of the talk about ADHD inspired me to finally follow up on making a psychiatrist appointment. So thank you. About time I jump into Palea for the weekend. Sarah Bellum, enjoy Palea. Oh my God, have so much fun with that tonight. I'm also so proud of you for doing that. That's so great. I'm so glad that, I forgot who it was last night who said thank you for being so open, talking about, like, mental health stuff and helping destigmatize it to me. But, like, yeah, if me talking about my neurospiciness as casually as I can helps other people be like, wait, that might help me if I get a diagnosis. Like, I want to figure out, like, what's going on with me. If that helps some of you out there, that's awesome. I hope that appointment goes really well, and even if you're like, hey, I didn't end up with ADHD, I hope that you got some sort of answer into what you're looking into, you know? I'm hoping it's metaphorical, because if it's literal, I will not pass. You don't think, okay, you don't think that if you walked into your certification, I don't know how it's done, by the way. I don't know if, like, there's, like professors that are judging you, or, like, a board that's, like, judging you. I can just imagine it, like, you walk into, like, a conference room, and they're, like, at a long table, and it's, like, you know, a bunch of them sitting there, and they're like, you may begin now for the Council of Elders, and you're like, okay. And then, like, you shit your pants in front of them. You don't think, like, one of them would be like, I have an adult child who accidentally shit their pants after a night of drinking, and they were so embarrassed, and I understand the pain you're going through, so I'm going to give you the passing grade out of the goodness of my heart. You don't think that could happen? I bet that could happen. Busy Fair, thank you so much for the 28 months. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much for the support. It's really nice of you. Thank you. It's 3 random people from across the country asking me questions for 75 minutes. Listen, if I met you for the first time, if I met someone for the first time and they were, like, really nervous, and they were so nervous, they were like, here's my thesis, here's my report. I studied, and then they just, like, you know, stood there, they turned, like, beet red, they were like, oh, no! I'd be like, I feel so bad for you right now. If it's 3 people, I'm assuming it's, like, American Idol style. I would be like, yeah, you pass! You did great! You know? I would not be the Simon Cowell in that situation. That's all I'm gonna say. So you got this even with shit in your pants. The way you wrote that. The way this community encourages each other. Oh, God. Mildred will not stop yelling. I'm going insane. Mildred, pipe down. Oh my God. I'm going to clip this and show this to my examiners and tell them to, yeah! Say, listen. Listen, D-list content creator Girbeagly said that, that he would take all sorts of pity on me if I were to crap my pants in front of you. And I just did it. It could work. I'm an adult. I've worked in the real world. I have work and life experience that could be inspirational and called upon, and also is trustworthy and valid. That's all I'll say. Yeah, I'm 31, and girls didn't have ADHD when I was a kid, but I have always shown all of the signs. That's so wild you say that, because I'm like not that much older than you, and I was diagnosed when I was 7. So you would have been born by that point, although it would have been really early for that kind of thing. But yeah, you know what? It was very skewed towards like boys are the ones. That's why boys are so energetic. You are kind of right about that. Now that I think about it, absolutely. I'm glad we made a lot of advancements in how we diagnose it and recognize it though in people. So I hope that it's something that does really help you out a ton. Why so much poop in the quotes? J Rose, you know, if I had an explanation for what the mods decided to take out of like the things I've said on the stream and make into quotes, I was like, oh yeah, it'll be great if we had a quotes list. It'll be so fun if we add that to the channel. I mean, people will be able to like call on some of the like clever jokes I've made. And then immediately the mod team was like, anytime Brian says the word poop, clip it, add it to the quote list. I don't know. Apparently I'm having ass for dinner. I mean, yeah. Wait, what's wrong with that? We don't kink shame here. It's 2023. There's songs about eating ass out there now, okay? It's okay. It's allowed. Isn't the AMAB to AFAB diagnosis rate 5 to 1? Yeah, it's something pretty skewed in favor of boys having it. My mom always said that she thought I had ADD, but never got me tested. Aw. Well, hey, if it's something that, like, and obviously this is completely up to your own comfort. Like, if you are like, I think I still exhibit a lot of those symptoms. You know, adult diagnoses are completely valid. For sure, and it's never too late to get a diagnosis if it's something that you think can help. Like, one of the things Morgan and I are working on together is I lose track of time very, very, very easily. I will go, oh, I'm just checking my like Twitter for like 2 minutes just to see like what notifications I have, and then all of a sudden I am on Twitter for 30 minutes, and I go, shit, I could have used those 30 minutes to like work out or like work on a video or, you know, start my stream earlier or something. And that happens to me pretty regularly. So Morgan is helping me recognize like moments where my hyperfixation on like just reading, you know, tweets from like a person that I follow actually takes a lot longer than I expect it will, and trying to snap myself out of those like those moments. Gonna go pick up pizza. Oh my god, dude, enjoy. Been tested and had it confirmed. At this point, I think I have ADHD is how people have been saying that, right? I'm trying to decide if it's worth it to try to get an autism diagnosis, but I don't know if the benefit outweighs the hassle. I'm sure it would be. It is, yeah, depending on like especially where you are in the country, it definitely can be a bit more of a hurdle versus just being like, I don't know for a fact that I have, you know, any autism, that I'm on the spectrum or something, but like I exhibit these things. The thing that I always like to remind people of is the diagnosis can help a lot, for sure, but it's not always necessary as long as you're not taking your self-diagnosis as an absolute. So, like, for instance, if I'm like, oh, I think I might be on the spectrum a little bit, I'm not going to do every single thing that they tell you to do as someone with, like, you know, autism to help mitigate your symptoms or to help you be able to, like, mask appropriately or socialize or whatever. But I might go, I have these symptoms that make me think I have it, so I'm going to address these specific symptoms. That's perfectly valid, you know? Trying to explain time blindness to someone who doesn't experience it is actual agony. It does not. That's the thing, is Morgan doesn't have it at all. And, like, she's doing her best to, like, learn, and she's very patient and understanding and supportive to me. But it is, I don't know how to describe it to her. Like, I'll just be like, but I did this, and this during that time block. So, obviously, it took as long as, like, how much time went by, right? And she'll be like, no, it probably shouldn't have taken that long. Like, what were you doing during, like, this time of it? And I'm like, I cannot tell you. So, yeah, it's hard. I say Audi HD like audio. Like audio. Oh, Audi HD. Oh, I kind of like that. Ooh. That makes it sound better. Because I was thinking Audi HD. Like, ow. I stubbed my toe. Me getting into a groove, actually hyperfixating, and doesn't look at the clock for 8 hours. Yeah. That's the hyperfocus. Sticking with my self-diagnosis for now until I can get my monies together. Right. That's the other thing, too, is, like, it is very freaking expensive, especially in like, anywhere in North America. Canada, the U.S., to get diagnosis for a lot of stuff. I always say ADHD is the first syllable of autism. Yeah, you know what? That's probably where my brain should have gone. I don't know why I said it as ow. Yeah, ouch DHD. Probably because it causes emotional ouchies sometimes. Where you go, I don't know what just happened. I just say the letters. You say AUDHD? That's how you say it? That's such a mouthful for me. And especially, again, as you guys have evidence of from last night's quote, my dyslexia is bad enough that would be truly a devastating thing for me to try to say regularly, is the actual letters of the acronym out loud. Oh, that's a nightmare, even thinking about it. Ouch DHD is just hyper-focusing on sewing with ADHD. Audi HD, yeah, like the freaking car brand. Sponsored by Audi HD. Go fast. I don't even know what's Audi's tagline. Who knows? I'm not rich enough to buy one. I took the RADS R test, and my therapist said I scored high enough to say that I have it and to try and get the proper diagnosis. There you go. Well, that's great. You have a therapist helping you out with that. Ouch DHD is when you're completely zoned out walking around the house and you hit your knee really hard. Oh, yeah, I've been there. I've been there where I just bump into something. Audi HD, go fast, but only in your brain. Yeah, I'm constantly zooming 30 miles above the speed limit inside my brain. In reality, though, as I've shared before, Morgan makes fun of me because I drive like maybe 5 miles over the speed limit. She calls me a grandma all the frickin' time. But I was in a major car accident in my, like, 20s, when I was, like, 20 years old. So that was a moment where I was like, okay, well, I have trauma from driving car fast. So, there you go. I sat down to play audio HD for the hyperfixating audio files. Oh, God. There's so many things happening with this conversation. My psychologist said that she was willing to get me an official diagnosis if I wanted accommodations, but otherwise I'm very much an ADHD woman based on her readings of updated research at 10 years of being my doc. Oh, yeah, there you go. So, again, it's up to your comfort level, and it's always one of those things where, like, you know, you have the professional tools that are available to help you through that, but, like, also sometimes just being like, I don't know exactly what I have, but I know there's like a little bit of something off right now is enough, right? So all valid. All these approaches are valid. Found out that it's actually more common to have both than to have just one, but I've been tested. I actually only have autism. I find that really interesting. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of overlap, and it's one of those things. I think I was talking about this last night. The thing that was always very, very difficult back when I was in the psych field is so many of these neurodivergencies. There's a reason that it's like, when you look up the phrase, like, what is neurodivergent? There's like the wheel that has like all the different, like, you got OCD, you got autism, you have ADHD, you got like everything around that circle. There's a ton of overlap in so many of them. So it is very much something that accuracy of diagnosis is still sort of new. And we have good tools for a good basis of it. But it's not really, foolproof yet. But in the meantime, it's just being understanding of, like, again, like, oh, I feel like something's, like, a little bit funky. It's a little bit off. I don't really know the name of it. But I know that I, like, do this thing where I, like, lose track of time. Or, like, I have to mask my emotions in social situations or whatever. Like, knowing that part of it, we do have, like, ways of, like, addressing those things in a more general way. Which I think is great. We're learning. Cupcake, take care. Thank you so much for hanging out. I thought I was afraid of driving until I started driving really late at night. Turns out I'm just afraid of other drivers. Honestly, that's so valid. Today when Morgan and I were out shopping, I was like, I don't understand people who like to drive when other people are out. I, like, thought the same thing. I was like, I don't want to be by other drivers because people are, like, paying less and less attention on the road. I had, like, 3 people almost crash into me by going over the line, not paying attention while I was driving today. Okay, horoscope for the week. Quote, it's not the end of the stream for me, PC crashes. Oh, shit. Was that when, I wonder. Okay, that was 119, so that was pretty early on. But not so early. I feel like that was when I was using my last computer that Morgan uses now, Thixon. I feel like it was when I was still regularly using Thixon, and I started blue screening that one, like, week. And I think I had to replace, like, my RAM and, like, reseat something in my computer case to fix that. But good God, what a horoscope. Diagnoses are so imprecise, it's not like it's a bacteria you can detect. There's no way to definitively tell, and everyone within a particular diagnosis experiences different things. Exactly. I think, again, that's why I always, like, tell people, I'm like, it's good to start with a diagnosis or, like, an inkling of what diagnosis you might have, but the people who, like, take it at absolute face value and assume that it means that they have, like, all the things or whatever, if they hear someone has the same thing as them, they assume that person has all the things. That's, like, sort of the habit we have to break as a society as we continue to, like, destigmatize mental health stuff. Because that's, dealing with absolutes is something that only Siths do. Only the Sith do that. So we don't want that. People within the same diagnosis, like you said, Cerebellum, experience things very differently. They don't experience all the same symptoms either. I think I say this all the time. I used to say this back when I was in psych. But one of the most damaging things we ever created in the psych field was the DSM. If you guys don't know what the DSM is, it is this pamphlet that basically has a bunch of very broad descriptions of what each sort of diagnosis is. Where it'll be like, oh, do you sometimes bite your nails? Do you sometimes have mean thoughts about other people? Have you ever chewed on the end of a pen? You have schizophrenia. Did you check off 3 of the boxes of these 18 that we gave you? You have schizophrenia. No, you don't. you have a oral fixation is what you have. And unfortunately, what happened was, like, back, especially when I was in college and I was a psych student, you'd have the people who, like, took that as, like, the Bible in psychology, and they'd be like, oh, yeah, I just read the DSM, and my roommate does, like, 3 of these things, so I think that they have bipolar. And I'd be like, that's a really heavy diagnosis to just give to someone just because they happen to fit some of these very broad things that can manifest in so many different other conditions, including in some neurotypical people, like stuff like, and so unfortunately the DSM did a lot of damage, especially for people who were in the psych field at the same time as me, because we all learned under that mantra, and some people just took it at absolute face value, and a lot of misdiagnosis happened because of that back in, like the 2010s. Was really rough. It's a good starting point. Again, it's a really good starting point, but it is not 100% accurate for 100% of the people, even if you do fall under that diagnosis. Me currently biting my nails. I literally last night before bed, like, chewed this one down, so I'm right there with you. People who happen to check the boxes get misdiagnosed, and people who have the thing but don't check the boxes get undiagnosed. Right. If the DSM's the Bible, then who is the devil? From the Bible. Yes, that TikTok audio is stuck in my head. Judging entirely on your power washing style in the last 3 minutes, I suspect your brain is telling you to take a stretch break. Wait, why? Wait, what does that? What do those two things have to do with each other? I will say this though, chat. Those of you in your 20s, I know a lot of you are in your 20s right now. Those of you in your 20s, listen up real quick. Take it from me, an old boomer on this internet place. Start stretching now. Even if it's like for 15 seconds with each stretch, you know, stretch your arms, stretch your back, stretch your shoulders, stretch your legs a little bit. You know, LOL, no. Do it now. I promise you. I stretch every day. I stretched like every day in my 20s. I still stretch like now in my 30s. It's so good for you. It helps energize you. It helps keep you more limber. It only takes like literally like 3 minutes to do. You got it. Please do it more often. Please. I promise you it's gonna, your back, your knees will thank you. That is not supposed to sound like an innuendo. I'm telling you now. Please do that. That's how he always is. Yo, what? Me washing all over the place? Yeah, no, this is the ADHD, Captain Photon. This has nothing to do with needing to stretch. I don't know. Wait, how would me being all over the place relate to having to stretch? I need to hear the logic on that one. Or was this a DSM-5 joke? Beans, hello, hi. As someone who turned 30 can confirm stretching would be smart and my body fell apart once I stopped. Yeah, Bree. And here's the thing. It's never too late to get back into it. I took a break from it and I was like really stiff. I lost some of my flexibility, but I've gotten back into doing it every single day and it's been helping a ton. It's a DSM-5. Got it. Thank you for clarifying. Sorry, I'm having trouble today figuring out text, so I appreciate the context. I love where you're taking it. Power Wash Sim should be the new DSM. Listen, not even a joke. I used to talk to, when I first started becoming a psych counselor, I used to talk to other people in the field, and I was like, why are video games this virtual interactive medium that we have a lot of history with and interactivity with? Like, why is this not used more in assessing psychological conditions? This is something, like, you put this game in front of someone like me, look, I got freaking, what is this random ass line? What is this? Why did I finish, like, one part of this, like, very clean, but then I stopped doing it to do this shape? This would help psychologists so quickly. Just throw this in front of someone for 20 minutes, see what they do to the pyramid, and then be like, The reasons it's not used more is because the people writing the curriculum are old. Yeah, that is actually a huge part of it, but fortunately we are starting to see a little bit of change in the field with people around like my age, and like starting to take over a lot of the studies, and I think video games are an amazing interactive tool for being able to assess things and also treat things. This makes people feel really comfortable. There's a lot of people who use like video games and like VR for like immersion therapy, stuff like that. It's cool, you know? You're an artist? Instead of the paper test, we just use video. Honestly, there'd probably be a lot of merit to it. It's stuff that should be studied a lot more at the very least, even if it's in a lab setting. Brian stopped doing the dishes to start organizing Tupperware. You're describing me to a T. Holy crap. That's every time like, Morgan's out of the house, like she's visiting her parents or whatever, and I'm like home alone, and I'm like, I'm gonna go like, yeah, I'm gonna go do the dishes. I will do that. I'll stop partway through doing the dishes because I'll be like, oh, wait, I didn't like put away like this earlier. And I'll start doing that task, and I'll finish that task, and I'll come back and I'll be like, oh shit, I was in the middle of doing the dishes. I'm gonna start doing the dishes again, and I'll be like, wait, I just remembered, I gotta do this thing. I gotta send that email to that guy. I'll come up here and I'll start sending emails out, and an hour will have passed, and I'll be like, oh, I never finished the dishes. Shit. All the time. Put them in a room that needs to be cleaned and see what they do. Yeah, exactly. I went shopping with my mom today and got some cute things that I'm excited to show off in the Discord when I start wearing them. Hell yeah, Beans. Cute things are the best. Cute things are absolutely the friggin' best. Morgan, speaking of reorganizing, Morgan reorganized our clothes closet recently, and she made a whole section for all of my femme clothes so I can access them a lot easier, which is fantastic because now she has like her space in her bedroom, and then I have like the entire office closet of like my femme clothes, and so it's like super highly accessible and nice and organized, and it just makes sense for our brains, you know? Cute stuff's the best though, but I have all my cute clothes in there. I have dinner. I made a rice bowl with tofu, potato, tempura flakes, with eel sauce. Yo, 1 billion. If I liked eel, that would be amazing. But I hope that you enjoy the hell out of it. Jenna, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. It's nice to see you here. Hello. What's next on the femme cosplay list? So I owe you guys Marnie from Pokemon. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a Pokemon card opening stream in the Marnie cosplay one of these days, very soon. I owe you Your Forger from Spy X Family. So I'm gonna do that one soon as well. And I owe you an Ada Wong cosplay, a second one, where I do an actual photo shoot. And I think what I'm gonna do is probably, whenever I launch the Patreon, which that's one of the things I'm behind on, that I said I was gonna launch this weekend, probably won't be this weekend after all. But I think the Ada Wong photo shoot will most likely be the first photo set on the Patreon. So those are the ones that I'm going to start with. But in the meantime, I might do some just like casual. I have so many dresses and like fun, cute, summery, springy clothes that I want to put on before the season ends. So I will probably do some like cute like cottagecore looks sometime soon as well. Again, it's a big, for me, with all the mental health stuff that's been happening that I've been talking about pretty openly, I definitely went through a phase where I was not feeling very body positive or like very femme and pretty, so like I took a bit of a break from it, but I'm getting back to like having the self-confidence to do some of it again. Have some fun little afternoon shoot. Yeah, it should be like a thing that like we actually put some like very mindful effort and time into like doing those photo shoots. It should be really fun. So I'll be doing that, and then yeah, the casual looks will be really good to get back into as well. Wait to see them though. Thank you, I appreciate that. I miss dressing up. I miss like getting a full face of makeup and stuff going. It's fun. Pumpkin spice lattes are out again, so you know what time it is. Yeah, we were actually talking about that a bit last night, how I need to do another pumpkin spice latte girl cosplay. I asked chat if everyone would be down with me doing a repeat cosplay, but maybe with a little bit of variation, where I do a second pumpkin spice latte shoot. And again, just because I love this outfit so much, I'll put it up on screen again. But this was one of my favorite cosplays I ever did. Oh my god, why is it huge on the screen? Hold up. If you guys missed, this was 2 years ago, back when I still had blonde hair and I grew it out for so long that my black hair started coming in and gave me an unintentional ombre. But that is the pumpkin spice latte girl cosplay that I did in 2021. But that's one of my favorite ones. Tomorrow will be my first Saturday morning afternoon shift of the PSL season. Good luck to you, Liz. Oh my god, I hope that girlies that look like me don't bombard you too much. One of my faves too. Thank you. That is so cute. I love that one. It's one of my favorites. It just like, it was a very easy look to put together, and it was just a fun photo shoot. So I like that one a lot. Good stuff. But I'll do another one. Probably slightly different outfit. You know, there's so many looks I can choose from. And that cup did not have actual pumpkin spice latte in it, so it was a little bit of a tomfoolery. It was a little bit of a tricksy. So instead of tricking everyone into thinking I have pumpkin spice latte, I'll get a real one this time. Because we were also talking about, like, it kind of sucks that pumpkin spice latte girls, who are, like, mean girls, who turned into pumpkin spice latte ladies, gave pumpkin spice lattes such a bad rap for so long, when that flavor actually rules and should be for everybody who likes it. Brookie, hello, hi, welcome to the stream. I could do a similar looking goth. That would be so fun. Yeah, goth it up. I love seeing, like, alternative twists on, you know, traditional outfits and stuff. Traditional vibes and aesthetics. At least it's not my old store with the cafe and drive-thru across the school that had Saturday morning, afternoon sports events. Oh, gosh, that would be awful. I'm so sorry you even had to go through that at all. I'm glad that you're away from it, though. Have you done nails much for it? No, but that's something Morgan and I were talking about. We're gonna probably start putting like fake nail sets on me or painting my nails a little bit. So that will be something really fun to experiment with because Morgan's very big, as you all know, into the fake nail thing, the press-ons and whatnot. So she has a whole kit, whole bunch of kits actually. So she was like, I want to get you going with this, which is really nice. So for sure. I always start talking with my hands. Oh yeah, you gotta do the click clack with the nails, right? I'm embracing my love for goth styles a bit more. I love mixing goth and androgynous stuff with cutesy girly stuff. Hell yeah! That's so fun. That's like just a fun way to express yourself. I did that for 5 years. Any wonder I stopped working mornings and weekends there? Jeez, Liz. I would have lost it. I would have gone absolutely bananas doing that. So you have more strength than me. I've only worked a few years of my life, fortunately, in retail and food service. So that was enough for me. But knowing those types of crowds that like even local sports events draw, holy cow. No thank you. No thank you. Not the nicest people either. And normally they suck at tipping. And that's the worst. My coworkers were the only reason I survived. God, that's the thing I keep hearing. Like, so I never knew what the work environment at Starbucks was like. And then so many of you work at Starbucks and you're always like, yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan of my manager, but like my coworkers are all right. They're cool. They're the ones that keep me going. Like, and so it's cool to hear that at least like overall the work environment within the company is okay. It's just like the clientele are always going to be that X factor that's not great. Is anyone else ready for sweater season? My grandpa's sweater collection has grown. I'm so excited. I love a comfy hoodie. I love a comfy long sleeve. I love a comfy pullover. All those slap for me. But I'm also a fall girly. Morgan is very much not. Like, she likes, you know, she gets cute style going, but she loves the summer. So I'm never one to, like, be like, I hope the summer goes away because I like the nice weather. I like going for walks and stuff. But, like, when we get actual fall weather, which, to be fair, isn't super common in Rochester, we almost go directly into winter every time. And we haven't had much of a summer this year. I do like being able to get all snuggled into comfy clothes. It's a private school, so all the moms were Karens. God, that is the nightmare of my life right there. That's so scary. PSL is awesome. I also tried eggnog latte and pine latte, but the pine one tasted like air freshener. I can't disassociate that from air freshener. Pine doesn't sound like it would be that great. Isn't pine supposed to be, like, I know that there's probably an artificial flavor that's fine for human consumption, but isn't that, like, really toxic? Isn't that, like, a way, like, people used to poison each other back in the day? I can't imagine that would taste too good either. I like the scent of pine. I don't think I'd like the taste of it, though. But eggnog's good, too. Also, welcome, by the way, Birds of Pain. Just came back from picking up Maddie at work, and she got her first paycheck. Let's freaking go, Maddie! Hell yeah, that's so awesome. So ready for sweater season. I have so many cute sweaters I want to wear so badly. Well, I hope that you enjoy being able to dress up all comfy and cute. That is the way. That's the way to do it. Is there a wildfire in the distance? It's a giant volcano that throughout the course of the game's lore has been erupting. That a lot of people were like in the town that we're a part of were like, oh, it's not gonna erupt. So it's been that and cats are the two recurring themes. But to be honest, I haven't been paying as much attention to the story lately. I've just been trying to wash a gigantic freaking pyramid. Pine is a diuretic? Ugh. I'm so ready for sweater season. I have so many cute sweater. Wait, I already read that. This is where my brain's at tonight, chat. This is why I appreciate all of you hanging out with me here. It's really nice to be able to chill with everybody. Because I had a hell of a day. My brain said, you're going to wake up and feel really miserable for pretty much no reason. I went, I don't want to do that, though. And I went, well, sorry, you got it. Good luck. I hope you have a fun one. So it's been very nice to be able to chill here and have people be understanding that maybe I'm a little bit out of it at times. I'm a little bit stranger than even normal. Thank you. It was a juniper latte? Oh, so it was not pine? Juniper is like the sort of like a gin flavor, isn't it? I have some cute tank tops that have been getting a lot of use this summer, but I prefer sweater weather over this heat. That's fair. There's a lot of sweater girlies out there. Starbucks from a barista. Corporate sucks and is clueless of how the stores actually work. Customers are very hit or miss, but often suck. Inside promotion managers are demigods and amazing. Outside hire managers are the worst and can get bent. And your coworkers will ultimately make or break your experience. But we're mostly all queer neurospicy, so it's not hard to find a comfy niche. I'm very happy to hear that you found that niche, honestly, Liz, because you've shared a lot of horror stories as well. So I'm so happy that you got that going, at least. That also all tracks, just sort of like, again, as someone who's worked in retail and also worked in the corporate world even, like, that all tracks. Fighting your brain for you, thank you. You beat it up pretty good earlier with the sub bomb. Thank you. Points cameras, you're doing amazing, sweetie. Oh, thank you. I bought a giant and a super thick hoodie that finally arrived in the mail today. It's like 100 plus degrees Fahrenheit outside, but I'm hoping I can manifest fall to get here faster. Oh my god. Listen, big oversized hoodies are so fun. Some of my favorite, just like, especially like when I'm in like girl mode and I want to just like be comfy, it's like leggings with freshly shaved legs and a nice like oversized hoodie is like just fun to lounge in. By the way, Mecca, good to see you here. Juniper is very close to like an evergreen smell. I don't know about taste. I just know from burning it. They have berries though. Yeah, aren't the berries the ones? They're like gin berries, right, Morgan? Actually, that's just food service / retail in a nutshell in general. Yeah, it really is, Liz. A lot of cross-pollination with other industries, for sure. Speaking of tank tops, I got 2 corsets on Amazon in large, which apparently translated to make this wider and shorter. That's interesting. Doesn't that normally mean it's supposed to be longer? I have a juniper bonsai tree, and if you crush the leaves, it smells like Christmas. It's nice. Really? I guess I don't have a lot of experience with juniper after all then. It sounds really hard. I really like drinks and making drinks, though. I don't know anymore. I wouldn't do it for other people. I like making drinks for me. You know? That's my thing. Juniper, like the most I've had experience with juniper was when I was a landscaper, and we used to plant juniper bushes. And I was like, ouch, they hurt my hands. So they're kind of like prickly. I actually don't know. Okay, that's fair. I mean, between us, we know so much. There's bound to be a couple things we don't know. We got to make it fair for everyone else. We have so much useless knowledge between us. Thanks for the support, besties. I'm so ready for this weekend. Maddie, I'm so proud of you. Congrats. You'd think so, but apparently not. That is so weird, Captain Foot. That's the thing, too. We talk about this a lot here. Repeat topic incoming. But, God, that would be a good emote. Be like a TV set that says like rerun on the screen or something. Just like rerun topics, rerun stream topics. That'd be kind of fun. What the heck? Blogger says what breed? Got him. Come on. You can't do that to me. Thank you very much. Thank you. That's really unbelievably nice of you. What the heck? You've been so nice to me over the years. You literally do not have to ever do a single thing for me again. I hope you know that. Every single... God damn it. Thank you so much. Maddie, enjoy the emotes. Enjoy the sub badge. Thank you so much to both of you for being a part of the community and hanging out here. What the frickin' heck? Shush you. Listen, I was just talking to someone on Twitter earlier because I put up a tweet. I put up a little bit of a shady tweet on my alt account, where it's like, I see a bunch of mutuals at a certain Midwest convention, and I just hope that they're getting paid. And some of you know this convention, and some of you do not, and that's okay. I don't need to name it by name. But there is a certain Midwest convention that me and Ethan used to go to, and they were okay as far as, like, they gave us some cool opportunities. And if I'm going to be honest, it was some of the best fan experiences I've ever had. We got to do panels. We got to do multiple signings. We got to meet literally thousands of you guys. And it was really cool. But they did not pay us very well. And then we found out what they were paying other people. And we were like, that's super not fair. That is really not cool. So we tried to negotiate. And we even, like, undercut ourselves a little. And they were like, nope. You keep getting to work with us at the same rate. And we went, okay, then we won't come back. And so we haven't been back since. But I was talking to someone, and I was like, because they knew what I was talking about. And they were like, yeah, it really sucks. I'm so mad at that convention for you. And I was like, yes, exactly, Sarah. That spelling and everything, too. But I was basically like, even though the convention staff that, like, not even the staff that worked it, because, like, our handlers were wonderful. The people that we got to work with on staff were pretty great. It was the executives who ran the thing that weren't great, that refused to budge on things. We were basically, like, we really, really, really loved meeting the fans. That part was not dampened or diminished in any way, and I hope that all the fans know that who were at that convention. I hope that you know that you made that convention so fun. It was incredible. I wish I could in good faith go back to it, because the fans were incredible. Literally one of the best fan experiences I've ever had. It does not matter that, you know, I'm not working with that convention anymore. The fans that made the trip out, that cheered us on at panels, that were waited in line for hours for signings. We had people who would, like, come up to the signing and be like, I waited in line for 3 hours after driving for 12 hours to get here just to meet you. That was also the convention where I think I had the highest number of people who wanted me to write in a notebook, like, some uplifting message, and then they were like, I'm gonna go get this tattooed on me now. And I'd be like, wait, what? Wait, huh? Give it some thought. My handwriting also sucks. But honestly, like, little moments from that convention to you guys were huge to me. They meant the world. And that goes for all fan interactions. So again, long story short, circling all the way back around, Blugger says what Bree, I remember every single time we've met at PAX East. I've remembered literally every single time we've met at PAX East. You have done so much as a member of this community, as someone who supports me through your actions and through your words. I'm so sorry. What do you mean? You're the orange beanie like, that's cool. You have, like, your own, like, thing. Like, that's a cool thing. It really means a ton. So, again, all the moments we've had, you literally don't ever have to do another single thing for me. And I will always appreciate what you've already done. Got my wine, got my ice cream, let's go. Izzy, hello, hi! Welcome to the stream. Izzy, also, I don't know if so I got the Tiltify email you were telling me about. I unfortunately don't have plans to do that before the cutoff date. So I don't know, should I email back that email just to be like, hey, I'm sorry, I don't currently have anything planned for that. I'll make no. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I didn't know, because I just wanted to make sure that you didn't think I was just ghosting you guys, because you're so lovely. You're so wonderful to work with. I will say this, that I hope that it gets implemented and utilized in a way that's, like, really helpful for charity people out there. Will you be at TwitchCon? I don't know. It's kind of up in the air. Finances right now are really, really bad for me. Just because of the huge... Well, normally that thing in the upper left corner says optional bill help. But that thing has been a little heavy lately. So I've been trying not to make too many unnecessary purchases. And unfortunately, Vegas is like really expensive. So I might... Most likely will not be at TwitchCon Vegas, even though I originally wanted to go. So, I'm sorry. I'm finally back. That was a mess. The pizza's been acquired. I'm sorry it was a mess, Austin. I'm glad you got your pizza, though. But it's not 100% out of the picture. If you are, I hope we get a big hug. If not, rain check on the hug. Absolutely. No, it would be so lovely seeing you in person again because I mentioned it before. Leaving St. Jude... being able to hang out in that small group we were in the airport and just like chat about whatever, share our thoughts on things, that was a really special, great moment, and I'm so very fortunate that I got to know you and everyone else who was a part of that. It's really cool. Enough business time to chill. I appreciate you being here at all. Thank you. But yeah, always down for hugs, always down for chats. Oh my god, that goes for people in the community as well. If you see me at a convention and you're comfortable and you're like, yo, can I get a hug? Like, I've given out literally thousands of hugs over the years to people at like meet and greets and conventions and stuff. I like a good hug. I'm not someone who's shy about that kind of thing. And then I've had some people who are like, I just want a high five. And I'm like, that's cool too. That's cool. Never gonna say no to that. I want people to be as comfortable as possible whenever they meet me. So yeah, very good hugs can confirm. What the heck, everyone always says that, but I have to say this community gives the best hugs. I'm just kind of there, like hoping I don't make a huge asshole of myself when I meet people. This community gives awesome hugs, like genuinely, not in like a weird parasocial way either. Like you guys give like awesome hugs.
Punch me in the boob.
Really nice.
Speaking of conventions, Dragon Con is coming up.
Oh,
I've
wanted to go to Dragon Con.
To anyone who wants a friendly environment in
Listen,
the Southeast
if
US.
you people, you're half the hug though. Always open to hugs, hell yeah. Jay, yes. If you see me in the wild, absolutely you can ask for hugs. You can ask for selfies, and I'll normally stop and chat with people. I get recognized in Rochester every now and then. You're great. Stop. You give the best hugs. I don't know about that. I don't know. GerbCon when I got to clean off the Bass Pro Shop pyramid here first, you know? Manifesting running into you at Equal Grounds when I visit my family this fall. I mean, I'll probably be there at some point. I do love that coffee shop. It's very, very good. But, where did my brain just go? I am so sorry, chat. This is what you're going to have to deal with the whole night. Captain Photon, thank you so much for the 6 months. Thank you so much for becoming a gold EV badge as well. Sticking around, supporting as long as you have. That's really, really kind of you. Thank you for all the generosity tonight, everybody. Unbelievably kind. Oh, I was answering that. DragonCon. DragonCon's one I'm familiar with that I've always actually wanted to attend. I have a bunch of friends that go to that. One of the best things you can do is if you are someone who is familiar with a con in your area and you want me to show up, most of those cons have their own websites. And most of those, if you are comfortable, most of those websites have contact forms or emails. And you can, like, be like, yo, I know this creator that I think would be a good fit. You guys should reach out, see if you can make something work. Because that is the best way to get a content creator to a convention. Because then I can handle the business side of that, and then I can maybe show up at more conventions, because a lot of the times it means I can maybe get like a comped flight and hotel or something. So that is the dream for me and for probably members of the community who go to conventions. And then as a result, also, you know, I can help sell tickets for that convention, so the business gets stuff too. Dragon Con, Bree. DragCon. Oh my god. Morgan can ask for a hug if we see you in the wild. Yeah, Morgan's big into the hugs as well. Absolutely. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I won't speak for her, but, like, she's hugged a number of people. But, I actually haven't been stopped by anyone in the wild in a while. I think the last time was last year. Morgan and I were at Target, and this person approached me, and they just went, excuse me, are you Girbeagly? And I was like, yeah, I am. Who's asking, basically? Not, like, rudely, but I was just like, oh, who are you? And they were like, oh, I know of you through my sister. My sister is a huge fan of yours. And I was like, huh? And she was like, can I get, like... Well, she didn't ask, so she was just like, yeah. And I was like, oh, wow, that's really cool. And then she walked away, and I was like, oh, shit, I didn't, like, ask that person if, like, they wanted, like, a picture with me for their sister. And, yeah, there you go. Morgan's open to hugs as well. Morgan gives really good hugs. Her hugs are great. But I was like, oh, shit. And I felt really bad because we finished our shopping. And as we were walking out, the Target we were in had, like, those benches that are, like, by the exit where people wait. And they were sitting there. And I was like, oh, nice. This is perfect. And I got to be like, hey, I didn't ask this because I'm an idiot, but, like, do you think your sister would want, like, a picture of you with me? Like a selfie of us together? And they were like, yeah, sure. And so I got to take a picture with their sibling and for her sister, or for their sister, which was fun. It was great. I'll be honest, I was always just excited to meet Morgan as I was to meet Brian. I'm so glad to hear that, though. I've been telling people for years that, like, because here's the thing. So when I first started doing conventions, right, it was like a very, like, gate-kept industry all the years back where it was like, oh, we want the talent to take part in this event at this convention, and we want the talent and the special guests to, like, do this thing. And so sometimes Morgan and I would be separated, and she'd have to, like, hang out in the green room by herself or stand backstage or whatever. And I always felt really bad because I was like, that's, like, boring. Like, she came all the way also, and, like, she's basically my manager. Like, for my early years of doing this, she was, like, my manager. And I was like, so that's, like, really unfair. That sucks. And she'd just have to sit there on her phone or whatever. And then as I got more popular, fortunately, I got to, like, make requests. And Hacks specifically started being like, hey, do you have any, like, special requests as a special guest at our convention? And I was like, yeah. Can I have Morgan up in the signings with me? So, like, for anyone who, like, met me back in, like, 2018, 2019, you probably also got to meet Morgan during those, like, official signings because she got to be there as well and have fans meet her. I love Dragon Con, but it's staffed by old dogs who are hesitant to accept popular streamers and YouTubers as guests without a strong sci-fi/fantasy presence. Chat, we're going to start playing Baldur's Gate 3, and all I'm going to do is talk about it for 8 months, and then I'm going to go to Dragon Con. How's that sound?
Girbeagly.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Cosmic Jules. Thank you for the 4-month resub. I appreciate that. There's been a lot of big resubs tonight. Thank you. Chat, can we get another round of hype and pride spam in the chat? Thank you so much, Jules. I hope you're having a good night. Good start to your weekend. As a Moonbeam, I'd be more excited to meet Morgan. That is fair, though, Liz. That's where I'm at. Like, I've made the joke before where I'm just like, I hope that Morgan's content takes off so freaking much at some point that I can just be, like, a housewife. I can just be the cute cottagecore girlfriend. And then Morgan's making, like, you know, she's like, hey, today's stream is sponsored by Target. And they're paying me 6 figures to stream. I'd be okay with that. I'd be 100% okay with that. Trophy partner Brian. Yeah, if I can just, like, focus on, like, looking cute and femme, I'd be down with that. It'd be a good life. I'd be 100% open to that. But as it stands, with the way the world is, you know, I was born to be a cute femme, forced to grind content. Just the way that it goes. I wanted to go to PAX so bad back in the day. It seemed like the gaming YouTuber mecca. I still want to go to VidCon someday. Yeah, I mean, it sucks. I always tell people this, and I feel bad if people have even, like, a thread of hope. But, like, the way that, like, PAX and VidCon and all those other old cons used to be where, like, it was, like, Mark and me and Ethan and Sean and all like the sort of like that, like our crew. And Wade and Bob and all of them that are like part of Wade's crew and stuff like that. Probably never happening again. What the heck? Who did... Blogger says what the hell? Thank you so much for gifting a sub to Sylvie. What the heck, Sylvie? Enjoy the emotes and the sub badge. Oh my god, thank you. No one? Okay, I see it now, though. Got him part 2. God damn it. Thank you so much. This is not what you have to be in stream doing. That's all. Thank you so much. I thank you very much for your generosity. That's unbelievably nice. Thank you so much. It's very, very kind of you. I hope you're having a good night and that gifting me subs is worth it. Thank you. Meanwhile, I'm here dashing people's dreams. Where I'm like, yeah, I've kind of heard from the big dogs themselves that they're probably not hitting up too many conventions. So, that era is kind of gone unless you're like, you know, a fan of like the popular Minecrafters where, you know, the like big dudes like Tommy Innit and those guys like go to conventions every now and then as like a crew. No naked beans. Oh my god, thank you. Is that a roundabout way to say you didn't have to do that? No, absolutely not. Abso-freaking-lutely not. Never. I'm so sorry if I absolutely slaughter your username here, but Senyid, the unicorn, this is a great game. I absolutely think anyone who has a Switch or a PC should, or a PlayStation or whatever, should have this game on it permanently, even if you be in it. Just for the vibes alone. Just so good. So fun. My sub literally expired today, and I didn't know when I was going to be able to sub again. What the heck? Thank you so much. Good God. Blogger says what Brie. Thank you for just, again, you, like I said before, you have done so much for me over the years, and you have been around for a goddamn long time. You've done so much. You've given me gifts. You have met me multiple times and waited in like line at like meet and greets for me. Like, you just have done so much already. Like, you don't have to do a single thing for this community ever again if you want to kick back and just vibe. Like, thank you. I'm using a loophole. I am not. ADHD urge to try and do my reports, but the inability to do my reports because I cannot get my brain and hands to function properly. Give it a little bit of time. The weekend just started. You know? You can vibe for like a little bit longer, recover, see how you feel in like half an hour. This is your warning to be nice to yourself because you keep saying things your therapist wouldn't approve of? Yeah, but she doesn't have to know. How's she gonna find out? You don't have her contact info. I remember your therapist telling you not to say you didn't have to do that. Yeah, but I didn't say you didn't have to do that. I simply said, you've already done so much, so if you were to choose not to do more, that would be okay. You know? I'll burst into your session. I mean, that could happen. I need to resub, but I'm watching on my phone, and it's going to get tied up in my Apple ID if I resub from here, so I need to hop on the computer later. No rush at all. Like, seriously. I appreciate everyone who's been trying to help me out lately. I really, really do. Like, you guys literally don't have any idea how much it has helped out. But also, no, please never feel pressured to spend your money here. Do not feel that way. Thank you. Like, genuinely. You could be a lawyer. Listen. When I was, I've shared this before, but when I graduated from college, I had enough psychology credits to obviously graduate with my psych degree, but I also had enough English credits that I could have double majored in English, but I minored in English instead. But I had enough philosophy credits that I could have triple majored if I had wanted to be absolutely out of my mind as a philosophy major. I learned a lot of the basics of law in philosophy classes. Therapy, because I thought that it would be great for, like, if I wanted to be a therapist or something. It was like, oh, knowing how language works, knowing how to, you know, different theories of you know, perception, those types of things kind of go hand in hand with psychology. So I clip it for your therapist. Yeah. I expose my channel to my therapist finally. I'm like, hey, do you want to check out some of my most popular clips? Share far and wide so the therapist it goes viral and then my therapist finds it. Oh my god. Well, what would happen would be, so my therapist is not a content creator, even though she understands content creation, but it's because her partner is a full-time content creator. So he would have to find it, then be like, hey, isn't this one of your clients? Which would mean that she had violated patient therapist confidentiality, which would be against regulation, and therefore that loophole would be closed. I rest my case, Your Honor. Done questioning the witness. I could be a lawyer. You need a secret form to submit to the therapist. It needs to be a... Oh, God. It needs to be like the Discord Anonymous suggestion form. But just for my therapist. After every stream, after every YouTube video upload, the community gets to write anonymous feedback, but it's to my therapist, not to me. Or you can share it in a haha psych patient streamer humor, and she could, without saying anything to him, internally recognize you. Okay, fair. A fair point by the opposition. But what if I were to say this? Look at this! Incredible lost city! Ancient palace! Unbelievable! They were masters of architecture. What do all these symbols mean? What could they mean, chat? I've never seen symbols like this before. What could they be doing? Laura Breeze in the house. Imagine being a therapist for a living and one day your favorite streamer walks into your office as a prospective client and you're just like, ah, shit. I think that would be a little bit of a conflict of interest. As a therapist, I would probably be like, I recognize you and I know your public work, so I already have some predisposition as to what I'm going to say to you. So I think that would maybe be it would be ethically a little bit gray. I think it could potentially work in some scenarios, but it would have to be something you'd be really, really very careful about and upfront about, I think. So that's the way that I look at least. Baby Goodwitch, hello, hi. Step 1, she's scrolling on Twitter together with her partner. Step 2, we get your clip trending. Step 3, she sees it. Step 4, profit. All the parasocialism coming in handy. My God. Chat, come on now. Come on now. You're supposed to be on my side parasocially. You're supposed to be supporting what I do. Like when I draw a Super S. You're supposed to be... If you want more Super S's, chat, if you want more cool content like this, radical, cool 90s content like this, then you're going to have to listen to me. Alright? I didn't even do it right. You're right, I didn't. Listen, I never knew how to actually do those. I just pretended. How? Okay, teach me, chat. Teach me via the magic of text. Teach me how to Dougie, chat. In the meantime, I'm gonna wash it here a little bit because I think it needs to happen. That said, this ancient civilization was so interesting. Some of their art looks dated and faded, and the lines are squiggly. Strange, like they used a different medium or tool to create their art. What could it all mean, chat? These ancient ruins within here. Didn't figure it out until I was 20. Well, how much would you judge me if I told you that I am... Chat, it's like this, isn't it? It's like that, right? It's more like that, right? Close. 2 rows of 3 vertical lines. Tops of 1 and 3. The tops are connected. Bottoms of, yeah, more like that. Okay. This doesn't go all the way through, though. Otherwise, you don't get the S shape, though. I thought the whole idea was it's the infinity super S. It's like a Mobius strip where it's like, and then you go under the bridge, over the bridge, like that, right? I'm drawing it backwards? Wait. Okay. And then 1 and 3. Bottoms of 1 and 3 are connected. Bottom of top of 1 connects to bottom of 2. Oh, shit. So I fucked that one up. Okay, wait. Chat. I think I got it. Okay. I think I got it. 2 rows of 3 vertical lines. Wait. Okay, wait. Hold up. 2 rows of 3 vertical lines. Okay. And then top of 1 and 3, bottom of 1 and 3. Right? And then like that, or fuck. I think I fucked it up. Did I fuck it up already? Yeah, because that... Okay, but is this not right? I feel like this one is right. I feel like that one is fucking right. The Super 8? Yeah, the Super 8 Motel. Or Steven Spielberg's Super 8. Magical Maddo, hello, hi. Ruined. Are people gaslighting you? Apparently. This is right. That's right. These are 3 vertical lines. 1, 2, 3, right there. This is right. This one is right. Stop gaslighting me. This is an S, and then it's like I said, it's like the infinite Mobius strip racetrack. You used the wrong equation, but still got the right answer? What? I mean, I said basically that. Okay, wait, chat. All right, let me try one more time, okay? So 2 rows of 3 vertical lines. Okay, so... I'm gonna look this up on my phone. Hold up. This is like, I'm trying to envision it ahead of time, and I'm genuinely struggling here. Oh, God. Okay. So 3 vertical lines. Okay. So we can do 3 vertical lines. Okay. And then 3 vertical lines. Is that it? Chat, did I do it right? What did I come back to? Just a little bit of loss. How dare you? Meant to type gorgeous, but Gorbis works. So glad I'm fucking muted on Tessa's and my Discord call. I'd wake her up, cough, laugh. He said 2 rows of 3 vertical lines. Not the -2. Come on. That's This is it. This is it right here. Okay, we're good. What listen, let me get back in my narrator voice thing. Dog, the ancient peoples left us so many messages. Their art was a little inconsistent, but I almost feel like I could decipher what they meant. They were shaped slightly different than us, though. Everyone middle naming you, but with false middle names is so aesthetic in chat right now. I'm just so happy. Here, as soon as you were all like, "You're doing it wrong," I was like, I have to work this in somehow. It's giving middle school desk, not the middle school desk. Yeah. Here. Is this one cute? Is this one cute? I don't know if Morgan's still watching. You know, Nettles, that is strangely on point because I made this little heart here. Vowel plus movement. You know? That's what the B and the M stand for, obviously. Nettles, hello, hi. Welcome. Oh, I see, I love you. Slash moment. I was so confused on the last one until you drew the horizontal line. Did you just think I was really bad at lining up the lines? You're like, oh wow, we shouldn't have gotten Brian in chroma glasses. We should have gotten Brian actual glasses. Yeah, I did. Oh god. I have to do homework. Well, I hope your homework goes well, Jackanista. Signing you up for art classes. Listen, you guys want to see the extent of the art I can do? Wait, chat. I just had an idea. All right. Do you know what's really funny? Okay, so I desperately tried to make like a funny, edgy drug joke when I was playing Dinosaur Fossil Hunter, and I made the Girbeagly emote. You guys know it. It's the Canadian Pride emote. Like, it's Girbeagly, haha, you know, 420 joke. But do you know the funniest fucking part about that emote that I drew? I didn't even draw a pot leaf, right? I drew a maple leaf without without trying to. That is a maple leaf. That guy is actually, it was supposed like it should be like this, right? Like it should be like a little bit more spiky. Correct? I don't know. I've never done drugs before, so I don't know. Maple weed? There's probably maple scented or flavored weed out there. it's like that, right? But I did like, oh Canada. I did that. Why did I do that? Yeah, 2 little bits at the bottom by the step. Yeah, little feet guy. Oh, and 2 little bits down here? Like that? You guys are, my chat's teaching me to draw drugs. Unbelievable. Unbelievable that you guys even know how to draw drugs. That's so effed up that you draw drugs. That's so effed up. So like, this is my guy. This is my Girbeagly guy. And he's got his little smoker. But that's what he looks like. This is a fucking maple leaf. I'm drawing it for a friend. My brain made me continue the "Oh Canada" song in French. I don't think I've actually ever heard it in French, but I've also not spent that much time in French Canada. So that dude vapes. Yeah, he's actually this is a fake candy cigarette, and then he has his hand over here, and he's actually holding his Elf Box vape. He's actually holding his Elf Box. Because he's, as soon as the candy cigarette's gone, he's just going to take the, like, biggest hit of all time and go through one of these in a day somehow. Even though this is supposed to be like 400 hits of nicotine. French immersion for 13 years in Saskatchewan. Ah, there you go. We get the anthem in French at least twice a week. You don't need to be in French Canada to be hit with the French. You know, I have heard a lot of French in, like, Ontario, for sure. Absolutely. Abso-friggin-lutely. You do them vape tricks. But this looks almost like, the elf bar that I drew looks almost like a whiskey, like, flask. I do need art lessons. You guys, you know what? Subathon to get me art classes, because holy shit. I draw like I am 3 years old, and I ate half the crayon and then put it on the paper. Like, that's a flask. Yeah, that looks like a flask. The only things I know about Canada I learned from Letterkenny. Oh, it's the same thing, man. You know everything. You know everything you need to know. Wait, hold up. I think I just hallucinated that it was raining. Like I could hear rain. That was weird. Love that you're preparing for our arrival to GerbCon by putting murals of memes and references in the Bass Pro Shop pyramid. Yeah, this is actually, none of this is a video game. This is incredibly immersive experiences. This is actually me in a physical space right now for you, chat. This is an AR experience. This is brand new technology. This is actually what I'm doing to prep everybody. Oh, don't look at that, by the way. That's just a cool, that's like LED streamer lights out there. That's all that is. That's LED streamer lights out there. Yeah, we're getting prepped. So excited to have everyone in Memphis, Tennessee for GerbCon. It's going to be so fun. Make sure, just as a heads up, there is a waiver. There is a clause about an active volcano, but it's Memphis. There's no volcano in Memphis. There's no war in Ba Sing Se. My only experience with flasks was being far too old when friends assured me they were drinking water out of one for fun, and I believed them. Oh, not the surprise flask. Obligatory ugh French people post. Instead of Walmart World, we get Gerb World. No, we did Gerb Town last night. We don't need to upgrade it to a whole world. That does not need to happen. Oh my god. All right, I gotta get washing on this, or this is gonna be the map you guys see for the next month. Oh my god. I can't believe that. This is the ADHD time blindness I was talking about, that it's hard to explain to Morgan. I should really just have Morgan watch more of my streams, and then she'll understand when she's like, where did your day go? You said you're gonna do work today. Where did your day go? I'm like, nah, you see now? You know? Gotta get your tetanus shot before you go. No, this is all gonna be cleaned up by then. Don't worry. We're getting rid of the rust, and everything else is just perfectly safe and fine and not weird at all. Absolutely. I want to go to Gerb World. You don't. No. The people there, I assure you, they do not have your best interests in mind. I assure you. Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Oh my god. I haven't watched that movie in so long. I hope it holds up. I think there's like a couple like kind of weird Asian jokes, but like they're not the most offensive Asian jokes, and then outside of that it's like pretty funny if I remember properly. So you know what Brian says, his community is a... No, stop! Oh, that's the like 4th time that's been brought up tonight! Come on, that was like so 24 hours ago, Chad. Come on. I have no idea, but it's all I think of when I hear Blank World. Oh no, same. That is a reference that's like stuck in my brain forever, for sure. You know? That is a classic. 5th time, actually? Oh boy. It's not gonna be, if it's not gonna be weird, then I'm not interested anymore. You want the, you know, nowhere else in the US is there a convention where you, as the attendee, have a high likelihood of getting tetanus from all the rust that abounds. We've kept this entire experience as pure as possible to allow people to make those decisions for themselves. Do they want the tetanus or do they not? If they say yes, that's their autonomous decision. Here at GerbCon, we care parasocially about your decision making because we trust that the general public definitely doesn't do things that they don't think about in a way that is quick and rushed. That's right. I wasn't here for the other times. It's Schrodinger's stream. It could have been going on, but it might not have been going on. Wait, that's not the right principle. It's... Well, yeah, no, it's because you're not observing it. You thought the stream wasn't going on. That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, sure. Come get it. Oh, my God. Do you know what would be absolutely unbelievable, though? Like, I won't lie. Yo, what the heck? Mecca, thank you so much for the 2-month resub. I appreciate that a lot. I'm always really flattered when someone enjoys the stream, like being a sub enough that they want to come back for a second month. That's really nice of you. Hope you enjoy your time here. Thank you. Yeah, can we get some hype in the chat? Got pride spam and some hype emotes if you would like to put them in there. The most phenomenal, unbelievable thing that I think I would have to be like, okay, this is the bookend of, like, the community, is an actual GirbCon. I think that would be, like, unreal. If we could make, like, a big community meetup work like that. That'd be really neat. Swords and Roses. Hey, I like your username. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome on in. I hope that you're having a lovely, lovely start to your weekend. What were you up to? How was your stream? Please tell us all about that. Happy partner anniversary. Thank you. I appreciate that. Welcome on in. I hope, again, that you're having a good start to your weekend. We're just doing a little bit of power wash on the biggest freaking map I've ever done. This gigantic pyramid that I have done all of this, so much of this thing, and it's only 19% done. It is unreal how huge this is. And there's an inside as well, which is covered in a lot of beautiful art, as you can see here. Just a lot of things that really make sense. They just make sense, you know? They're just normal. So, happy part of it. Thank you. Swords and Roses, how was your stream? What were you doing? Welcome on in, Raiders. Hope you're having a good weekend. Brian explaining the Schrodinger's cat analogy, me a chemist. Fair, 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 fair. I need to get it to at least, I'm feeling 25% tonight. Otherwise, like I said, this might be a month-long map otherwise. Not be great. My app crashed. I got to switch to my comp. All good. Sorry that happened. The app is just, it's been, mine wasn't like loading the other day. And I saw that a lot of people who are on mobile were having issues with it. So, and I know like Twitch even itself, like the whole site went down for like a little bit, right? Like 2 days ago or something. That was one of those moments where I was like, aha, it's good that I haven't moved to earlier streams. I didn't have to get hit by that. But I think I saw that like trending for a little bit in the afternoon, like on Wednesday or Tuesday or something. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's so nice. Absolutely normal. Stream was good. I'm trying to visit everything on the map, and we finished seeing everything in the Netherlands today. Wait, I'm so sorry if I missed the first part of it. The map of what? What map? The Netherlands. That's cool. I've been able to redeem the point stuff recently for a lot of streams. That's weird. Like the sound alerts and stuff. That's odd because Nettles just did the fart alert, obviously, so... That's so strange. That must be a Twitch side thing, because I know I have it enabled if, like, Nettles was able to do it, and... Somebody convinced me to get off the computer and go clean my house. Hey, this is your favorite streamer of all time talking to you, Fang. And it would really mean so much to me in this community if you stopped watching a streamer spray digital dirt with digital water and talk about, like, Among Us and stuff. And you went and you cleaned your house. Do you know how much better you're going to feel after you clean your house compared to watching this? Probably really good. Probably comparatively at least 32% better. So I say go do that. Did that work? I didn't mean you go away. All right, guys. You heard Fang. Damn, stream over. I think it's glitchy for some. I use mobile. I could do it, but sometimes I get errors. That's weird. Specifically on mobile. On computer, I can. Ah. I wonder if that is... Yeah, that's got to be on Twitch's app side. I'm so sorry that's happening, though. Fang, your power. Unbelievable. Now's our time. Heck. They came back too fast. Chair Beagly takeover. Oh, my God. Yeah, I don't have, like, a chair emote yet, either. It really sucks because I have like a million emote ideas, but like it would be super unfair to ask the community to get us up to where we need to unlock a new emote slot because, again, during that big pandemic boom, obviously there was a lot more subs on the channel when people didn't have places to go and things to do and were inside spending their money on streamers for some reason. And the amount of subs we need to unlock a new emote slot is 1,600. We would have to hit 1,600 concurrent subs to unlock a new emote slot because I used to have 1,500, and that was my last emote that I unlocked. It's absolutely wild. Doable? Absolutely not even close. That would be so unfair to ask the community. That's like what? Like freaking a lot of money. God damn, that's so much money. That's over $5,000. No, absolutely would never. That's something if I organically grow and blow up in some way, you know, then we talk about it. But that is not something I want the community to rush towards in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, Swords and Roses, please take care of yourself. Go enjoy your dinner. Thank you so much for vibing. Thank you again for the kind words. The map is the map you can drive of Europe in the game. I think I missed what game you were playing. I might have missed that. So that I think is where my confusion was, is which game. Are we talking about? I don't want to keep you, but I'm gonna make an educated guess. It's Euro Truck Simulator. Gifts count for emote slots. Yeah, yes, they do. But Euro Truck Simulator? Yo, okay, I made it. Yeah, heck yeah. I want to play that. I want to play that in American Truck Simulator. So I'll probably get on that eventually. Those games look really fun. Anyway, enjoy your dinner. Thank you again for dropping off your community here. That was really nice of you. Have a great weekend. I should take off then. Fang, take care. Thank you so much for vibing and making me leave my own stream. Take care of yourself. Have a wonderful night. Anyone who's got to pop out, totally get it. Take care of you. Protect your peace. Protect your time. Use your time how you want. It's the freaking weekend, you know? Like I said, after the stream, I'm going to be working on... Actually, what time is it? Ooh, whoa. When did it get to that time? I'm going to be working on some video stuff that I have to do for the Flash Games website that I make Let's Plays for. Which, again, if I didn't have the support of this community, I never would have landed that as like a sponsored partner of the site. Which has been wonderful to be able to be a part of. But I have to work on those, and then I'm probably gonna like read and stuff, you know? I'm gonna like take care of my brain. Sorry, I had a phone call back. No, never apologize, Izzy. Listen, your time is your time. Take care of what you need to, you know? I want Domino's for dinner, but I also don't want to leave stream, and my dorm on campus is too close to the Domino's for them to deliver here. They only do carryouts? Oh, that's so weird. They won't even do like foot delivery? Like on foot? That's so strange. I'm sorry. Well, I'll let you know this much, Mecca. I'm probably not going to be streaming too much longer because, again, I have some other work I do have to attend to. I wanted a short one tonight to hang out, but I'm going to do an early stream tomorrow as well. So you'll get some additional time hanging out with me tomorrow. Excited for the videos? Thank you. Do you want any time checks? No, honestly, I think I'm going to just try to get this pyramid to 25-ish, and then I'll bounce from there, if that makes sense. So, At least that's the plan. We'll see what happens in my brain, but thank you for the offer. The app literally will not let me. They'll just make me go down there to get my food. That is very bizarre. I'm sorry. It's kind of annoying. You know what you should do is you should start a very hyper-specific niche business where you'll go pick up students who live too close to Domino's for them to deliver. You'll go pick up pizza for them and deliver it for them at a small fee. And then you can make that extra bonus cash. I love when I'm petting my cat and I see his second eyelid like, aw, baby. Cat's eyes are so interesting. My internet had a big blip. That was fun. Oh no, I'm sorry. Big business brain, yeah. Listen. I was a starving college kid once as well. I know what it's like to be like, I need a little bit of extra cash. I need to find a way to survive in this economic hellscape that is student debt. That's so fun. Seems like an accessibility issue, like they should deliver. Yeah, that does, actually. That's a great point, Nettles. Like, that is kind of odd if there has to be some students that are accessibility-wise at a disadvantage. Like, just statistically. So that is kind of a bummer that they don't account for that. How did that not bring me to 21% also? I feel like that should have. Ah! Ah! I don't know if we're making it to 25% tonight. 21? Okay, wait. Maybe. I just gotta focus for once in my life at the game. We passed 1 year since I graduated last week. It's been wild to think about. What the heck? That is a huge milestone for you. Congrats to you. That's so awesome. Doesn't feel like it's been a year. Trust me, as you get older and you look back and you're like, it's been how many years? It never feels like it's been as long as it has been. It's wild. I still very, very distinctly remember my graduation. Whenever I think of the Bass Pro Pyramid, I think of Mish Manners. She had the time of her life when we went. It was hilarious. My favorite thing about the St. Jude trips with the ambassador program is indoctrinating new people into the cult of the Bass Pro Shop Pyramid. People who have never been to it before, seeing their reactions to the things inside, or just seeing it for the first time. It's so funny. It's like when my undergrad banned plastic straws and I complained to the dean because, like, that's an accessibility issue. Some people need straws. Yeah! You know? It's, like, very weird when, like, obviously you can't accommodate for every single person out there, but when it's something that's, like, a little bit more widespread and it's, like, something that's, like, pretty well researched and there's, like, a lot of evidence for it, and they're like, well, those people will just have to suffer while the rest of us are fine still. Like, it's kind of weird because it's like, all right, so you were fine before too, so, like, theoretically you could have just left things the way they were instead of messing up what you consider a few people's days. It's always sad when you see that. You, me, Austin at the Bass Pro Shop 2024, please. I genuinely don't know what group they'll put me in because I originally thought that Austin and I were going to be in the same group, and, like, we were DMing and I was like, oh yeah, it'll be really cool to, like, finally meet you in person, dude. And then they put me into the veteran group, and that was so interesting how they sorted it. But we did give a lot of feedback at the end of our session in Group B, in the veteran group, and we were like, it would be really cool if you guys mixed and matched, like, new and veteran creators a little bit more. Like, it was great to catch up and see friends for the first time in years that I already knew, but also, like, I want to meet some of the new faces of St. Jude Ambassador Program. I want to be there to encourage those people. I want to inspire those people because I already know the other, you know, old people like me who have been doing this for years. Like, we're going to keep raising. That's just what we do, you know? As a disabled person, which I know some of you are as well, I deeply appreciate y'all advocating for accessibility. Feels really nice to know I'm in a great community that cares about people like me. It's like that. I'm so sorry that we live in a world where doing the bare minimum, like saying, hey, we're pro accessibility, hey, we're pro accommodation for disabled people, is like, to me, that seems like truly the bare minimum, like the smallest thing that, like, especially able-bodied allies can advocate for, and it's not. I'm so bummed out that, like, that's just where we are as a society at the moment. But I'm so glad that we can create spaces and conversations like this here, you know, and it doesn't feel weird. There's so many people I was sad that I had to miss because they're in the other group. Yeah, Izzy, it was like really interesting how they divided us up, for sure. I was there as Tiltify, not as an ambassador, so I would have loved to have been there for both groups. Yeah, that's the other thing, too, is when you told me that you were only part of the one group, I was like, oh, that's so interesting, because, like, normally, back when we would have, like, the Domino's Pizza people there and stuff, like, they stayed for the whole thing, you know? My mom had a master's in social work and worked specifically with people with disabilities and mental health and homelessness. I always advocate when I can. Hell yeah! I mean, it's like, you know, we try to be really mindful about that kind of thing in this community. You know, not be classist, not be ableist, do what we can to advocate for, like, actual change beyond just, you know, like, I'll see a lot of activism online that at the end of the day, I'll be like, cool, we did get rid of, like, a harmful phrase. That's awesome. But we can't stop and, like, pat ourselves on the back now. We actually have to, like, make sure that this is set in stone in, like, law, and make sure that, like, people are having their needs met in the real world as well. And it's like, it obviously all adds up and it's all good, but it's also one of those things, like, I think with the internet generation, it's become really easy for people to stop fighting for change when, like, only one part of the battle is won, you know? Should just be common sense. Yeah, and, like, I agree and I disagree with that statement just because I've lived all over the U.S. and I've met so many people who are like, I did not even know that was a thing. I was not born in a society that taught me that, like in a state, in a city that taught me that. And I'm always willing to give a little bit. And, like, obviously once you're an adult, like, you should be curious enough and mindful enough to, like, research and, like, empathize with situations outside your own, for sure. But you, like, can't guarantee that, especially when people stay within those communities. So I give a little bit of understanding when it comes to that kind of thing. Like, some of us have unlearned some, like, really toxic things throughout our lives that we just had normalized growing up or whatever. But, like, yeah, I think once you start being independent as an adult, it is your personal responsibility to educate yourself to a degree as well, for sure. Absolutely. It's so wild. I've helped disabled friends get spots at Barricade for concerts because they need that support, and people have given me weird looks. I don't get it. That's so odd because, like, I was always like, I was one of those people, like, if I saw someone struggling to, like, open a door at the store because they, like, you know, had a mobility aid or something, like, you go over and you go, well, I don't want to just sit here and watch that person struggle. Like, I want to help them. That's not you demeaning their effort. That is you genuinely, like, helping them out. That's not you infantilizing them or anything like that. Like, that's great that you do that for people, honestly. That's really nice that you do that. Common sense is not common. That too. That's the other thing. 100% I experience ableism every day, both online and off, and it should be the bare minimum that a community cares about accessibility. Just sadly isn't, but for real, I'm super grateful for y'all. We do our part as much as we can here. And that's the other thing too, is I wasn't always as vigilant as I am these days about making sure this space feels as chill as it does and as accepting and open as it does. I used to be your stereotypical content creator. I cared about the content, and I've always tried to have a rapport with the community and always tried to be someone who does the best I personally can. But you know, I'll admit, it wasn't until like maybe a few years ago that I started really vocally advocating and being like, no, we are not going to allow, you know, classist bullshit here or whatever. Like, and I'm glad that it's something that resonates with a lot of people here. Got cookies, what I miss? Me getting 2% more on this pyramid and us talking about, you know, we're a very pro accessibility community. Body size issues. I've had events and programs that choose to do things I literally can't. Like, it's something everyone thinks about. Yeah, and sometimes, again, like, it sucks when, like, those things have a history behind them and maybe people have just never thought about it because of their own, like, unconscious privilege that they're not even aware of. So it's good that there's people like you who bring it up for sure and, like, help educate in the sense of, like, even bringing awareness to it, even if, like, it doesn't cause change right away, at least you've, like, planted that seed, right? So, for sure. And it is also one of those things, like, it does suck that the reality of the world is we cannot accommodate for every single individual out there. It blows that it can't be that way, but you gotta make a goddamn effort. You always gotta do the best that you can. Good faith goes so much farther than someone who's resistant to change. You're so amazing. I love you. I am just me, and you know that. You've lived with me so long. I love you, though, Morgan. Thank you. Get their toes, Sylvie. If people open doors for me or offer to help me, I appreciate it so much. If people just grab my wheelchair and start pushing without saying anything. Yeah, that's like a violation of consent because my thing, so I have a lot of friends who have disabilities and use mobility aids and stuff. And a lot of them have said, you know, think of my mobility aid as an extension of my body. You wouldn't just grab someone's arm and, like, fucking start shaking it if you didn't know them. Why would you grab, like, my cane from me and do that? Like, why would you, like, play with it just because I set it down because I'm in a chair now or something? Like, and it's so weird to hear that and be like, oh, my God, I can't believe people are, like, that freaking clueless sometimes. So true, as a plus-size person, I approve this message. Yeah, I mean, listen, we're body positive here. My university recently did a body positivity conference. It was so cool. Hell yeah, I'm glad because, again, I'm from the old generation. I'm old and crusty, and I don't know that much. Besides what I've self-educated myself or learned from friends. And I'm glad that I've learned as much as I have at this point in my life. And I am glad that things really are changing. Because when I grew up, if I had advocated or anyone had advocated for this kind of thing, people would have been dicks about it. People still are dicks about it, for sure. But to hear, like, oh yeah, a actual university is willing to, like, open up this kind of discussion. And it wasn't that these discussions weren't happening back then. It's just they weren't being taken as seriously, I guess. And now that they are, I think it's opening up a world of possibilities for so many people. And I love seeing that. Exactly, my wheelchair is part of me. Right, yeah, I would never walk up and without consent touch someone's wheelchair. That just seems so icky. And I might have a little bit more of a perspective on this because some of you who are really, really old in the community, who've been around for a really long time, you might remember I had a cousin named Libby, and Libby was one of my favorite cousins growing up, and she had really very intense cerebral palsy to the point where she needed aid every single day from her parents, her siblings. And then, like, a few years ago, like, I took, I think, like, a week off after it happened or something, a few days, but she had passed away just because of her condition. And, you know, her lifespan was vastly shortened, but because of what she went through, because of my interactions with her, because of what my extended family did to normalize her being in that condition, I think that I come from a bit more of an empathetic background when it comes to seeing people who are, you know, disabled. That is just something that strikes pretty close to home for me. So, and not everyone has the benefit of that. Like I said, you know, some people don't even realize they have the privilege that they have, and that's like part of us raising awareness for things. So, yeah, no, I'm 100% part of that fight. It was cool, like, we had conversations about classrooms and things, because, like, we have a lot of desks that have chairs connected that aren't adjustable. It's very difficult to use, or even weight limits for lofted beds aren't considered by the university, so it's important for that, too. Yeah, I mean, all that stuff, 100%. It's wonderful to hear that you have the insider perspective of those changes being made, because, again, God, unless it was like, oh, yeah, this is a student who can't, like, literally cannot use the stairs because they don't have use of their legs, so we're going to put them on the first floor of this, like, dorm building, and especially when it came to, like, chronic illnesses, like, you know, like, those types of things, invisible disability type stuff. I know my university was not really the most progressive about that shit, and it bummed me out a lot. So hearing that things are, even if it's not nearly quick enough, hearing that some of the change is happening is really cool. I hope we can keep it up, you know? I really do. So, thanks for sharing the perspective, though. Very cool. 23% though. Holy crap. I'm so close here to finishing my goal for the night. Some good stuff. I would love to get to 25. I streamed a little bit longer than I wanted to, especially since I'm going to be bonus guying tomorrow. But hopefully we have a good time then too. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll figure it out. Hopefully I'll be in a better emotionally stable headspace. So I'll do something besides power wash them. But this really is not hyperbolic in any way. This is like my comfort game. This is a game that has brought me an endless joy and happiness. Like it. Wait. Are those sprays or are those cat prints on the ceiling? Are those toe beans? I don't know if they are. They're gone now. I'm usually someone who stays at home because of mental health reasons, so when I travel to Europe with a group of people who aren't plus size, so eye-opening to me with how people don't quite understand the little nuances. Yeah, I mean, again, we have so much, like, unlearning of toxic, and oftentimes just things that were unfortunately normalized that some people don't see as toxic, like colloquialisms and things, for sure. And, again, we're working on that stuff. Yo, what's up, Maja? I just want to warn you, I'm about to end the stream here in just probably like 10 or so minutes, but it's nice to have you here. Hope that you're doing well. I hope you're enjoying your coffee and incense. That sounds like a good start to the day. Toe beans. Yeah, I erased them. I'm sorry. I washed them away if that was actually toe beans. This reminds me of a conference a couple months ago. I'll be reading. I'm just drinking my drink here. That's cool. Accessibility in the science world is especially behind on so many things, so that's cool to hear about. For sure. Thankfully, I'm not having a bad pain day today, so I was able to order my food so I can go get it soon. I'm glad I was able to catch a stream again after being so busy packing for school and everything. I'm glad that you're all settled in and everything, Mecca. I enjoy your pizza. So sorry you had to walk over to get that. Really kicked off a tangent here, but I appreciate that you hung out and you resubbed, and I hope you had a great time. Maybe we'll see you tomorrow as well, but have a lovely start to your weekend. Enjoy that. A lot of people getting that weekend pizza. Hell yeah. My friend's arriving to pick me up soon to go to the fair, and I'm nervous because we haven't known each other that long. Someone encourage me, please. I think if they're comfortable picking you up and hanging out with you, it means that they've already, like, approved of you in their head. So, you know, just be yourself. Be the person you were when you became friends. I'm sure you're going to have a good time. I was too late. No, it's okay. I started really, really early tonight, and I got to end soon because I have some other work that I got to make sure I get done here tonight. But I always appreciate you dropping by, Maja. So happy that you stream Power Wash Simulator. Talia, I'm glad that you like this game because I don't know if you're like me, but, like, sometimes the vibes of just being alive are so chaotic and heavy that I need a quick reminder that there are peaceful moments that I can create for myself, that's within my power. And I gotta say, Power Wash Simulator has given me that power in so many ways. It's allowed me to just chill and vibe, and it has helped me more than, not to sound freaking dramatic, but like more than like people probably realize. It's just so nice to be like in my element and not have like a time limit or something. Just like be able to take my time vibing, making jokes, and then also feeling like I'm being productive in the game by making that percentage ticker go up. It's nice. I love powerwash. It's such a good game. I think it's pretty cheap right now too. I could be wrong. That sale on it might have ended, so I'm sorry if I misled you. But there was a sale going on for a little while. This game is just—it's really just pure chill. The stream's vibes were top tier. I'm so glad that you feel that way. Thank you. Pumpkin spice items are returning. I'm thriving. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier, Silver. All of us are very much in our pumpkin spice era. Well, those of us who like it. Those of us who don't. Fortunately, there's like 8 million other amazing fall flavors that we're about to get bombarded with, and I can't wait. I like a little bit of pumpkin spice. Morgan got a pumpkin spice latte today, actually. So, enjoy the delicious taste of the upcoming season, but do not take the summer for granted, for the sunlight will be gone soon. Although, unless you're in a place with like a heat wave, I totally understand where you're coming from, because holy crap, screw that. We have had almost no nice weather in Rochester this year, though. It has been like 2 days, I think, we're like above 80 all summer long. And then the rest has been, oof, it has been not wonderful weather. It's been like rainstorms and smoke, bad air quality from Canada. We just wanted a couple nice like days to go to the beach or something. It's like just chatting streams, but with a little extra spice. Yeah, a little splash of something, right? That's what these streams are. It's free, which made it taste better. Yeah, Morgan got her latte for free, which was great. Got white chocolate pumpkin spice cold press. That sounds awesome. Jesus. That's like all my... White chocolate, anything is like my favorite base of a flavor. Was 111 so fun? Wait, what's 111? I'm sorry. My brain just like, I read that right? Gotta head out. Halloween, take care. Have a good time with your friend at the fair. Take care of you. Alright, this is the last percentage, chat. I have a feeling once I finish this big old splotch of stuff here, it might be time to log out for the night. It's going to go back down to the 80s in a few days. If it stays in the 70s and 80s sweet spot, that would be perfect. I also found out that my AC in my car technically works, but not when it's too hot. Oh, so it like overheats. The irony of like your AC overheating, right? I'm so sorry that it was as troublesome as it was, but I'm glad that you have a little bit of reprieve, Brookie. I want a couple nicer days before the season ends. And like I said, Morgan is very much a summer girly. I'm very much a fall girly. But also, I like this summer. I don't want to rush its end or anything like that. I just want to have some nice days. A couple more nice days with Morgan. We didn't get to do like half of the things we wanted to do this summer because the weather was just so terrible. And then before we know it, it will be winter here because our fall lasts for like 3 weeks in Rochester. Then it's just winter weather. It's been the 60s and 70s here. I'm so happy it's going down. That's my big thing is like the temperature hasn't always mattered to me. It's always the humidity. That's the thing that gets me. Sweater weather. Yep, sweater weather around the corner. There's poo-poo here. I don't want to be sore with the cold soon. Yeah, that's the other thing. Morgan has chronic pain issues, so anyone who has any familiarity with that, once the weather starts dropping down, she is in a lot of pain. She's in the hurt zone. So, okay, I'm going to do this archway. This has got to get me to 25 if I do this archway, right? Please. Love the summer because I love the heat, but ooh-wee, the heat this year. Yeah, again, anyone in those heat wave zones, I'm so sorry. Hey, 25%. I'm going to be in Rochester at the perfect fall time, and I'm stoked. Hopefully the weather's nice. Like I said, you know, we have a pretty short fall season, but those nice fall days, those really crisp air, not too cold, but like cool enough to put on like a long sleeve and go for a hike through like the freshly fallen leaves and see all the beautiful colors and stuff. That is the best. That's my favorite. We have so many beautiful parks here. Please, oh, great game. I mean, it was 111 Fahrenheit with 90% humidity. Ugh, that's the worst. Yeah, and you guys got that really fantastic power grid to work with through all that too, right? I understand that a lot now, but when I was younger, I didn't have any bones in the cold aches, and my migraines always did better in the cold, so I always loved cold. Yeah, that's, you know, that's like the double whammy, right? It's like you get those terrible migraines, and you're like, ooh, my migraine feels so much better because it's cool out. But then you get the body aches, and you're like, so what do I want to hurt more, my brain or my body? You know? That's always rough. Oh, I did hit 25, though. Wait, okay. Oh, man, I want to keep going with it. This is so fun to do this huge-ass thing. All right, I'm going to stop. I got to stop. Just, that's satisfying. Look at all that dirt coming off. Ooh. It feels good on the mind. I got tomorrow. I don't want to do power wash 4 times in a row, though. I'm going to try to do something different tomorrow. That's not a guarantee I won't do power wash. I'm just letting everybody know that it's on my mind, at least. My chronic stuff actually tends to flare more in the summer as I have really intense heat intolerance. So I'm late fall, winter, early spring. That's valid. I mean, again, everyone's got those different body pains. It sucks. It's rough. I understand a lot. Oh, wait, I already read that. What was that about never doing drugs? I think this is counting. I'm addicted. Oh, God. Hi, my name's Brian, and I am addicted to Power Wash Simulator. Hi, Brian. Good God. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm going to at least get... I just need to hear the ding one more time, okay? Just one more hit of Power Wash ding. I'm going to get the top part there. Ooh, yeah. And then should be... Yeah, there it is. Okay. Thanks for all the hi, Brians. From paleo to power washing, yep. It's hard. It's hard to stop with these good games. Oh. All right, chat. Like I said, I streamed... Oh, my God. I streamed like an hour longer than I was going to today, but I was just having a good time and vibing with everyone. Hell of a lot of people doing big events and having fun stuff going on tonight, so please go spread into the wilds, you silly bean. I am very much a silly amogus bean. Got crazy heat intolerance, so yeah, I'm kind of the same way where I just like, I feel like my body temperature stays like really high after I get like warm, and I retain the heat, and then it just, like, I sweat all day long, and I just feel icky and, like, sick to my stomach sometimes. So I get it, especially when it's, like, really humid out. Like, I do very poorly. So I'm very different than Morgan. We kind of have, like, the opposite issues going on. Someone who's been in rehab, I find those kinds of jokes fucking hilarious. So some of you are newer here. The only reason I feel comfortable making those types of jokes is... I have also struggled with substances throughout my life multiple times. And fortunately, you know, I've overcome those. If you're uncomfortable with those jokes, I'm so sorry. Me personally, I normally just aim them at myself, though, because I will let you know from knowing a number of people who had substance struggles. We all like to sort of self-deprecate sometimes, but in a pretty harmless way. So... yeah, sober gang, sober enough for me. Yeah, it's not destructive habits anymore, which is good. But I'm very proud of anyone who's been through that, for sure. It's all lighthearted nature here. Do you read the rest of the message and see what happens when I get to it? I didn't. I'm so sorry. Oh, faint in the summer? Jesus, your back seizes up, you yeet backwards. God, Liz, that's terrifying. I hate that. I'm so sorry you have to get... Yeah, I'm glad it's not that bad for me. I get, like, a little bit, like, nauseated, and, I'll get, like, a migraine, and I'll just, like, not be able to stop sweating. That's, like, my issues. But, God, if I had to deal with that, yeah, I would probably just have the AC blasting constantly and, like, take ice baths all the time. I used to, before we, put our window ACs in, we used to try to live in this house when we moved in with no AC, which was the worst idea of all time because we don't have central air in here. You have to use, like, window air conditioner here. And that was not good. We had to, like, leave the house sometimes. I'm a big believer in harm reduction when it comes to sobriety, so whatever your journey, I'm proud of you. Hell yeah, Sylvie. I'm of the same mindset, for sure. It's not happened since 2019, but when it did, it was bracing on my back. Oh, God. That's so rough. I'm so sorry. That's terrible. That's terrible. Jesus Christ. Yeah, and you're in Texas. That's right. Fuck. I'm so sorry that because that's the thing is, like, even though it hasn't happened in a few years, there's still that anxiety and that fear that it could happen again, I'm sure, especially with, like, medical stuff. Holy crap. I'm so sorry. I hope it never happens again. But obviously, I'm glad to hear that you're staying safe. Jesus. Anyway, on that note, take care of yourselves, especially those of you in the heat wave, especially those of you with heat sensitivity. I'm among you. I understand. I'm among us. Like I said, I think Jordan's doing paranormal stuff tonight. Jario night's going on with Chris, Julia, Jason, and Julian. If you guys want to go check that out. Cool events going on this weekend. I should be doing an early bonus guy tomorrow, so if you want to hang out again, maybe I'll mix it up. Ooh, you know what I should do? Since I couldn't get Stardew Valley to work tonight, I think what I want to do tomorrow is maybe we'll start Oxenfree. I'll replay Oxenfree #1 so that we can prep to do Oxenfree 2 on the channel. I think that would be really cool. That would be really, really fun. So maybe I'll start Oxenfree tomorrow. Because I love that game. It's so good. And I've never seen all the endings of Oxenfree. There's so many choices you can make in that game. Cut it off at the pass before it ever can. I learned to listen to my body. But that's the best thing about getting a little bit older is you are so much more sensitive to the aches and pains. And, like, those moments where you're like, I feel like a little bit of pressure in my head or something. Like, you start paying attention to those moments for sure. Jario is doing Monopoly. Oh, God. If you guys want to see a bunch of friendships end, yeah, hit up Jario. Not the Monopoly. God, I refuse to play Monopoly with, that is like a rage-inducing game. Oxenfree, my beloved. Oh, it's so fun. It's so good, Kia. Love Oxenfree so much. I'm so glad to hear that. You make the Oxenfree 1-2 into YouTube videos. I would okay, so that's the thing, right? So, not many people since I came back to YouTube have been demanding video gaming videos. I would maybe just record it as a, obviously, like, put it up as a VOD on the VOD channel for, like, that type of long play. I'd think about it, though. I'd think about maybe chopping it up, editing it down. I know, like, the big thing, though, is, like, full Let's Plays of stuff. So, I don't know. I'll think about it, though. Julia has never played Monopoly before. Where's Julia from? Does anyone know where Julia's from? There's no way that Julia has not played Monopoly before. That is, like, the game you're exposed to when you're a kid to both brainwash you that capitalism is good, and also make you go, you can't always get what you want, and sometimes it's okay to hate your friends. I've been demanding more Oxenfree for forever. I mean, I also love it, so this is not a hard push. She's in Washington? Did she grow up in Washington? I don't know if she's ever shared that. I have no idea. That's so interesting because I feel like everyone has like a bad Monopoly story, right? I was thinking like I think it was like a dumb like Dane Cook joke from back in the day where he was like 4 hours in, you're like, screw this game, Grandma, I hate you. Like the irony that the original Monopoly game was made by a woman to teach why capitalism was bad, right? And then the Monopoly man became like the cute like Hasbro mascot or whatever, and then like kids are taught like, oh, you should be grinding for that $200 when you pass go. Sometimes if you don't pay your taxes, you go to jail. You know, the things that have been wrenched away from us by big corporations and warped into different messages. Unreal. All right. Men stole it from her publisher. Wait, I did not know that, Liz. No shot. That's terrible. Fuck, dude. That is so bad. I think we usually play until we get bored and then just total out of money. I've definitely done it the way where everyone's like, hey, are you having fun anywhere? Nah. All right, cool. We'll just quit here. Who cares? And then there's always the one person who's like, but I own Boardwalk. I want to keep playing. It's like, no, dude, you can't. Made it capitalism good. God, Liz, I hate that you told me that. Well, I mean, I guess it theoretically, like, it's still the same story. It's just it happened at the origin point of it versus, like, oh, it's when Hasbro took over it or whatever. Oh, God. That's so gross. Last time I played Monopoly was for a business class to practice the accounting of it. I think that's a good way to teach kids, like, you know, money management to a degree. Like, at least the basic math of it. Anyway, I'm going to get going. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much for making tonight so great. Really turned around my day. This is unreal. I cannot believe people who support the channel. Thank you so much to all of you. Thanks for being so sweet. Wherever you happen to go after the stream, go spread good vibes. Go be awesome. I know you will. And have just a blast this weekend. I'll see you again for bonus Saturday stuff. And, yeah, maybe we'll get some Oxenfree going. I think that would be kind of fun. Thank you. Like, genuinely. Damn, Liz, I had no idea, and then they commodified it as a board game. That is wild. Thank you for teaching me something. Edutainment. Thank you all. Thanks for the follows, bits, subs, resubs, gifted subs, donations, everything that came through truly, like, means the world to me. I hope you all had fun here tonight. Like, it's always great hanging out with everyone and just chatting. Lurkers, know that you also spent your time here. Thank you. Appreciate you for that. Hope you all have an absolutely wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, night, whatever it may be for you. You guys are the best in the world. Love every single one of you so very much. I really, really do. Finger hearts as usual. I'm going to get going, and so should you. But I will see you tomorrow for some bonus time. Chilling out together. Having a good one. Take care, everyone. Goodbye. Take care of yourselves. I mean it. Goodbye. Goodbye.
keeping me up.